Hello, and welcome back to Twisted Veil, a Through the Breach campaign brought to you by Ink and Lyre. All right, you beautiful people, as always, before we get into this fun adventure, we got some announcements. Tiana, use your gift.
Yeah, we do. I just spent the last several minutes trying to get into panic mode for Nemo, forgetting that I had to do announcements first. So these will be semi-panicked, very happy announcements. All right, I'm going to start out shouting out our partners. You guys should all be familiar with Nine Realms Gaming, our beloved partner. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. That's accessories like dice vaults, dice towers, dice trays, and hero vaults. You can visit their website now and use our exclusive partner code at LYRE10, LYRE10, to get 10% off at ninerealmsgaming.com. Also want to shout out DICEY Encounters. DICEY Encounters makes gorgeous handcrafted dice for the most dicey encounters. They make standard sets, chunky dice, magnets, and singles. If you want to grab a set of these glittering gems, head over to DiceyEncountersDice.com, DiceyEncountersDice.com, and use our exclusive partner code, also LYRE10, LYRE10, to get 10% off your purchase. The link should be popping up in chat, which is wonderful. Also want to shout out Tabletop Audio. That's tabletopaudio.com for the ambiance and music that we use from time to time. All the audio is amazing and completely free to use in your own home games, but please consider supporting Tim on Patreon so he can continue to make amazing sound sets. We at Ink and Lyre currently support him, and we encourage you to do so as well. We'll put a link to his website in chat. All right. More links to things. You can follow us on social media to see me yelling and also other people having much more reasonable discussions. You can use Command Socials to check out Ink and Lyre on all of our social channels. Or if you want to follow the cast, you can use Command Twisted Cast and you can follow all of us, all of our faces and words and ideas and hopes in our hearts. You can also subscribe on YouTube to catch up on all of our shows. That's Command YouTube. For audio other than me screaming for minutes at a time, I want to shout out Sirenscape for the ambient sounds, music, and their online player that we use on stream. And shout out to Ounces Music, Command Ounces, a musical artist who is responsible for most of our soundtrack. If you like his stuff or want to hear any of the rest of what he has to offer, you can check him out on Bandcamp, Twitter, Instagram, or SoundCloud. And now I get to throw this over to Daniel. Come out of your hole. Show us the amazing and beautiful thing that you have to offer to us. You know the hole in the ground that you live in when you're not on stream?
Yeah.
Just climb out of that.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So I'm here, eye in the sky often, for all of you here on Twisted Veil who may or may not have seen me before. But we got some really cool stuff going on. And we have something fancy. It's a box. It came to us from Weird Games, and it is overflowing with content, and we wanted to show you everything that they've done for us. We wanted to shout out to Nathan and I think her name is Kimberly and the whole squad over there at Weird Games for sending this to us, and let you know that we are doing a giveaway of some of this stuff tonight. I'm actually going to start that, I think, right now. So what we are giving away is this that was delivered directly to us. These are minis, the multi-part kit for Through the Breach, the female edition. It's absolutely fantastic and fabulous. I'll show you here. It's great. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Because what we're gonna do is same thing we do always, which is you're gonna use the command loot. That's exclamation point LOOT to get access to this giveaway, and when you do, you can win this fabulous prize, and we'll send it to you. We'll reach out to you and all that kind of fun stuff. So this is what we're giving away tonight, and we kind of want to show you some of the stuff we've received from them, and what we got going on. So the cast has not seen this. Now I opened it up because I'm a scoundrel and treasonous. But I wanted to show all so they're all reacting live. So first things first, more minis. Our favorite man.
Oh, it's him! Oh my God!
It's that dude.
Morning.
It's that dude.
Our
the
best
Mick
friend.
Morning.
mid-morning.
That's so
Ooh.
sweet.
Right?
That's so sweet that they
knew.
sent us McMorning. That's
Totally.
really
Aw.
cool.
Just got out of his torture chamber.
And he's back.
They're really
I feel like
rooting
they might be
for
making
us. I
fun
can
of
tell.
us, but
One of the two.
I
but
love Mick
here's-
Morning.
Frey, it's your best friend, Chainsaw Man.
Oh, good.
He's
good,
right
good,
here.
Good. So
And
happy to see
it's
him
like it's
again.
over there.
got it's got
Sebastian.
it's got McMorning and Sebastian and these flesh constructs and a zombie chihuahua.
Yeah.
So
He has a
that's-
zombie chihuahua. I forgot about that.
That's
Right?
what Tobias was going to be if we didn't get into his room fast enough.
Yeah.
He's such a good character. His lore is some of the best lore if you listen to their radio show. He's very, very good.
Yeah, so we've got this fantastic Malifaux 3rd edition McMorning core box. So we'll be giving that away at some point. Then I've got some books, some really cool books,
Ooh.
a lot of books actually.
oh my god.
I have got Penny Dreadfuls. And like, so if you could see these, I have got Days Without an Accident 0. I don't know. It's the In Defense of Innocence.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's
It
what you guys
is-
were.
Saved innocence! This is
No,
great!
it is Northern
That's fine, baby.
Aggression. It is the Obsidian Gate. Penny Dreadfuls. It is Northern Sedition. It is A Stitch in Time. Look at that art.
Oh my
Right?
god.
Like
I think
it's
Stitch in
such-
Time actually has time travel, which is
A Stitch in
Awesome.
Time.
Is there a dance to Stitch in Time?
I don't know.
Jacob,
I don't know, Jake.
Jacob
that's
Hibsch.
homebrew content.
Fire in the Sky. The Bayou Games. This is Lauren's favorite. She
I do like
wants
the Bayou games.
she wants this to happen. So we may be sending this directly to Brent. I don't know. We'll find out.
Tell Lauren I've read the Bayou games and have made many notes on it. So
Netheria and A Night in Rottenburg. All these amazing Penny Dreadfuls. For those of you that don't know, I think Zach, you're familiar with these. What are we dealing with here? What have I got? It's just adventures, right?
Yeah, they're essentially modules. But they tell you how to run a game and they tell you how to, yeah, they're modules. They're like the Icewind book. But yeah, they're better because they're through the breach.
They're through the breach. These are your adventure modules, and we've got so many of them here. They're fantastics. There's monsters. There's all kinds of cool stuff in here, and we've got them all, and we've got a bunch of them. I don't know if it's all of them per se, but it's a lot. It might be all of them.
there's like 50.
It's a bunch. It's a bunch, and we absolutely want to shout out Weird for everything they've done.
Thank you, Weird.
We love you. We thank you. We're gonna make sure that we get some of these out, and we'll pass these around to our people. And then we're definitely gonna be doing some giveaways. So we've got so many of them now. I think it's very. We may end up doing like a giveaway once a week. It's so many. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Deanna looks like she's about to say something.
Yeah, we got a lot to do.
No. I've got more announcements, but I'm very happy with what you're doing. It makes joy in my heart, etc.
Okay, cool. So we just wanted to share that with all of you. I'm going to have it here. But yes, so right now, don't forget, use that command loot so you can win these fabulous minis that we have here. So use that command, win your stuff, and I'll toss it back to you, Deanna.
Yay! I don't have that many announcements left. Thank you so much, Daniel. That was awesome. I'm so pumped. All right. So other exciting announcements is our Kickstarter here on Ink and Lyre is launching soon. The Stargazer's Guide to Aurora, Zodiac and Astrology and Look into the Stars is coming to Dungeons and Dragons. Stargazer's Guide to Aurora is a campaign setting for 5th edition that brings a Zodiac character build system, new races, subclasses, and a robust world, adventures, everything to explore. It's launching July 19th on Kickstarter, and you can use command Kickstarter to check it out now. You can go ahead and follow the project on Kickstarter so that you get notified when we actually launch it. And I believe the trailer for our Kickstarter will be shown to us, a vision before our eyes over the break, and it's gorgeous and so exciting. And I definitely recommend that you guys stick around at break to watch it because I got all the butterflies about it. And I think you guys will really love it too. We have early bird tiers on the Kickstarter that we anticipate will be going really fast. So following the project now is a great idea so that you won't miss out on those early stuff. Additionally, there's no Iron Valor tomorrow. Things have come up. Life occurrences. I don't know what they are, but things have come up, and we will not be having Iron Valor tomorrow night, and we'll be returning to Candlekeep next week. And before I segue into the last serious bits, I want to repeat the giveaway information because I've got a big bolded paragraph here, and I want to make sure it all gets out. So, like Danny was saying, tonight we're giving away a multi-part female miniature kit. Long name. And we want to thank Weird Games, of course, for being so wonderful and awesome and sending us that beautiful box and sending us our giveaway for this week. Without them, we wouldn't have a giveaway this week, so we love you greatly. You can check them out at weirdgames.net. That's WYRD-games.net. Or use command WEIRD, WYRD, in chat to check out their Through the Breach tabletop setting and system, which is what we use for our Twisted Veil show, and also everything else that they do, which is absolutely fantastic. So the giveaway has already started, and you should see it in chat, and you just use the announcement section, which is to say, viewer discretion is advised. Twisted Veil is intended for mature audiences and engages with potentially triggering themes. So at Ink and Lyre, we take mental health very, very seriously. And if there's anything that I say here that sounds like this is not a good theme for me to deal with tonight, or just I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, absolute respect for that. You make the best decisions for yourself, and we will see you next week. We love you. Keep your brain in mind. So as always, I want to warn for violence, gore, drug use, adult themes, adult language, sickness, horror, gaslighting, and various phobias. Through the Breach takes place partially in the real world, sort of alternate history, and it's set in 1902. Twisted Veil acknowledges the traumatic events that happened during this time, and in an effort not to erase this, it may come up in-game. We are at the tail end of extreme medical malpractice and body horror, which hopefully will be dealt with tonight. Somebody's hand is in a bad state. But I believe that those are all the warnings that I have to give for this particular evening. So, with that, I'm going to bowl this one back to Brent.
Before we get into tonight's session, just ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And let's go right on into tonight's session of Twisted Veil.
Also, the recap first, so it's going to be great too. Let's go.
The decision.
Toby, do I record now? Is it on? How do I know that it's on? Okay, all right. Go away. Hi, it's Ellie Wiley. I don't know if you can hear me, and frankly, I don't care. Toby put me up to this, and Meave agreed, so I guess I'm the one chatting now. I'll start with the good news. Everyone got out of the asylum alive. Tobias's hand was still injured. I still don't have my arm. And everyone else is shaken, but standing. You two were saying we need to find a place to stay. Yeah, we should go to Ronan, make sure the gallows is okay, and then get out of there. It's a high likelihood Bradley's going to find us again, I think.
Yeah, as long as the woman that he's traveling with has I think it was our hair, she can find us anywhere, actually.
What? You didn't tell me that.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time for conversation, but yeah, essentially, it's, we're out of there, but Bradley's still going to probably be on his way.
So it literally doesn't matter where we go.
And
No,
we
it
go
matters.
Or what we do.
somewhere where we don't put other people in danger.
Yeah.
And it's likely better that we can defend ourselves and not be locked in a corner either. Our first plan was to go back to our base camp and make sure that Ronan was okay. She was. And we met Sue there at the same time. It's kind of lucky, actually.
You hear the sound of just like a sharp slash as like a blade or something is going through wood. And you hear a muffled voice, a familiar voice, say, I don't understand why you've got to take out your anger on that poor piece of musical possibility. A voice you recognize as Sue. And then there's just another... Sue glances over, tips his hat to you and says, well, looks like someone survived the depths of Hades. Ronan looks over her shoulder, glances and said, good. That's one less thing I have to worry about. She immediately stops what she's doing, walks over to the bar and lays out a line of shot glasses and begins to fill them all with whiskey.
With everyone present, I had some information to share about the man who ambushed us, Bradley Cannon. This wasn't the first time that we've encountered each other. Last time was Earthside.
The first time I met Bradley was 2 years ago. I started hunting about 5, and I was pretty ruthless back then. Left a lot of dead people, rarely took anybody alive. And so, okay, it's not true. I met Bradley about 3 years ago, I guess. Met him twice. The first time was when I killed his brother in front of him. I broke his leg, left him strewn across the ground, shot his brother in his head. Then, a year later, while I was working down in Indiana, nobody started talking to me. The community rejected me, and every hunt that I tried to go on was already taken and done. And I heard somebody named Bradley Cannon was behind it. Every state I went to after that had the same situation. He wants revenge for what I did. And he's justified in it.
The party settled on dealing with Bradley. But I can't. I just can't.
It's his friends against your friends. You know, we got this.
Great.
There comes
Seriously,
a time when vengeance isn't the answer anymore, and this man's past that.
I disagree.
You have a right to.
Sometimes you need to go get your vengeance, no matter how long it takes. Frey and me, Nemo. The other two missed this, right? But as you're just watching Ellie, what she says, that she has something that she wants to do too. She can't justify Maeve's statement.
Tobias shared some of his opinions about the world with me. They were useful to hear, I guess. Mostly, he, Frey, and myself both agreed and disagreed about what to do about Bradley.
Ellie just kind of looks at you, just like deadpan, but grimly, and sort of like, it's easy enough to say that you're worth a lot until people put prices on you. Your friends, the Arcanists, put a price on me. I'm worth 5,500 scrip, with 500 scrip per month added to it. You think I can pay that off? Maybe when the price goes on your head, you'll be shocked at either how low or high it is and how many people want it, Tobias.
Ellie, who cares about them? You'll never be able to pay any of that if you're dead. You'll never be able to pay anything to anyone else if you're dead. You'll never be able to do anything else if you're dead. Ellie, this isn't the time to like, oh, maybe it's better off if I was. No. We got things to do, Ellie.
a
Very
nice
important
point.
things.
What I hope is that somebody someday can kill me for the amount of money I'm worth and change their lives, Tobias. And I hope that I've changed enough lives before I die.
You changed my life, Ellie. You got a lot more lives to change.
I'm willing to kill this man for you. But you need, next time you say to yourself, you can't pull the trigger. I don't know how you feel about me, but look at Tobias's hand. Look at what other people are going through. And ask yourself that question again. I don't want you to pull the trigger. You may have to.
What does it make me, Frey, if I do it?
You just called yourself a monster. What difference does it make?
Toby and Meave investigated that doctor's bag, which I had a few questions about, though I didn't get to ask them. They determined that it was magical, that it offered a few odd items inside of it.
I think the anesthetic's the most important part, really, until we are able to address your hand.
I mean, my hand is very important. No, don't get me wrong. My hand is very important. What did you look at it? What did you look at it? What does it do?
Look at what?
The bag. The bag had gotten past you.
Oh, the bag. Right. Here, give me your hand.
The second you do medical treatment, the bag, the clasp just clicks open and it opens, and you just hear.
But no. We need to know the new news.
It's not. It's in a haunted doctor's bag, Tobias. How do you know it's new news?
Because I know when I see it. I know when I see a grimoire. I know when I see a grimoire. So we gotta know what it does so we can use it.
Yeah. All right. That's fair. I can look into it.
The voice in your head, Toby, says, "For all the education of this person, you know so much more than them, Toby."
Are you talking to it again, Tobias?
Yes. I don't need it anymore. I asked for help and it didn't give it to me.
Yeah, I think it should probably mind its own business.
I think it should mind its own business. We got this now. We don't need it.
Maeve is going to say, look, I'll look into it, Tobias, if you'd like me to, and I'll let you know what sort of things it can help you do.
After talking, my colleagues decided it would be better to wait at Toby's safe house. Nemo and Frey left to check on Callie. They found the horse unconscious after drinking a lot of whiskey and decided to take her with us. So we traveled to Tobias's safe house, and we learned that Bradley Cannon had made himself look better in the eyes of the city.
You flip open the paper. It reads, title line, "A rising hope emerges from the untamed West." Recently, successful guild licensed bounty hunter Bradley Cannon made a large donation and completely refurbished New Lives Orphanage. When asked the reason for this generosity, Mr. Cannon responded, "These poor kids don't have anything. They had everything taken from them. And as someone who has gone through a bit of loss himself, I know how that can change someone."
After arriving at the safe house, we settled in to plan against Cannon and his cronies. Meave and I ran out to the Cage of Grace to try and get more dirt on Bradley and shared a moment together.
You quickly pull out the file. There's a moment where you're like, oh shit, but we're locked in for 30 minutes. Ellie, you go over and try the door. He locked it, but he kept it in the open position. So you can just slip it open and turn it from the inside and it'll relock.
Well, we know one of his people now.
And you have a lead.
Yes. Yeah, at the very least, there's a start. Ellie, you might find me optimistic or naive, but I'm not afraid of what we're facing. Not any more than someone should be, I guess.
Ellie gives you a hug.
Oh.
Mid-sentence.
Yep. Yeah, Meave relaxes into that hug and just... Okay. I'm glad we made it out.
Me too. I'm going to tell everybody this at some point in time, but thanks for sticking around. I'm going to tell you right now, being in Malifaux is damn lonely.
Yeah, it is.
And I didn't think I'd find people like you.
I felt the same way. I didn't expect anything that happened. Thought I was just going to, join Frey for the job in the gorge and get the information I was looking for and leave. So I'm glad I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't too.
When we felt we were gaining a lead against Bradley, Toby fell unconscious from his hand. Nemo and Frey are not medically trained, so they took him across town to try to get help from the cleaner.
Okay, should I? Right, so there's a guy a little bit south of here who has a whole bunch of skin, which I could go get right now, but should we wait for, for me and Ellie to get back so I can just, nip in and grab some skin? I don't have any money. Frey. Do you have any money?
I got money.
Give me your
we
money.
We gotta go.
No.
Now Meave and I are going to reunite with the other three, away from safety and vulnerable to Bradley or any of his cronies. Wish us luck. Tobias, how do I turn this off? It's off? How? What?
All right. Let's get right back into it. We left off at a very, very tense moment where Nemo and Frey were quickly making their way into the quarantine zone, more specifically, Scape Town. Let me put on some music. We want maybe some city
So
music.
the thing is, it's not exactly like a doctor, exactly. But he does have a lot of skin, and he does do a lot of medical procedures. But it's used more so on a corpse. But like he'll be able to do it, definitely. I think so.
Nemo, I need a little bit of confidence from you here.
I feel very confident that this man can attach skin.
So,
Fuck it, that'll do.
Nemo,
Tobias
you've
moans.
been here before. Frey has not. Tobias moans, sort of hanging over the horse,
Oh my god.
completely unconscious. This is a muddy, beat-up town where most of the buildings are collapsed. And if you remember, back in Scape Town, there's kind of like a little gulf that the river drifts through all of Malifaux, and there's this little gulf, and in that gulf, dead bodies, driftwood, muck, like anything you can think of, bloated corpses of rats, just kind of like drift in and linger here. A lot of the people here are kind of downtrodden, rugged, standing around the death board looking for bounties, but it's for the most part it's an area of citizens that are just trying to survive in a bad situation. And it's very busy. There's markets where there's people selling like rats on spits that are like freshly cooked, and then they have like the rats, and then they actually have like coon style hats made out of rats, right? That they've, patched together using everything they can, every bit of material, sewing needles made out of rat bones, but just like a farmer's market of rats, disease, death, making the best thing that you can. What do you guys do? You've heard of the cleaner, but you have no idea where he is.
No, last session I conned someone into giving us directions to the cleaner. He is in a tunnel that will fill up with water at a certain time of day.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. That's on me.
I definitely know where he is.
Right.
And we
so
are just booking it in that direction
using those directions, you take your horse over to the dock, and you find an area where you're gonna kind of have to like walk through this knee-high, murky shoreline. Where like when you look down, you can see like bloated corpses, hands floating. You're not gonna be able to take Callie down there because it's like you're gonna have to kind of crawl off the dock, and you're essentially going under the dock.
All right. Is there a place I can tie Callie up?
Yeah, I mean, it's a dock, so there's all sorts of posts, and there's like a fence and everything, and you can real quick.
Fuck it, we ain't got time. Do that, tie her to the dock, immediately carry Tobias off the horse.
You easily throw him over your shoulder with your big size.
I arrange Tobias's arms so that they cannot touch the water under any circumstances, like especially his fucked hand. It's not going to be like trailing in the corpse water.
Uh,
You good. It's wonderful. You'll be great.
You're gonna be all right. And I think by your lead, Nemo, let's climb down, I guess.
Yeah. So Nemo, what is knee height to Frey is going to be like?
It's knee height
to Nemo.
It's knee height for a normal person. I was going up normal people, not Frey.
Okay. Well, it's
so for
still
you,
gonna
it's
be
probably like
taller.
mid thigh.
Okay. Otherwise, I was just gonna swim. But yeah, Nemo just starts crossing. She does not appear to be bothered by this whatsoever. This is fine.
Okay. You both kind of drop down. You're, taking your skirts, pulling them, Nemo. There's driftwood and just like lily pads and moss and fungus that's sort of hitting against you that you're pushing away this murky water. And eventually you find like a very narrow crack in the wall. The dock is up above you. You can hear like people's footsteps talking, and you easily manage to slip through. Frey, it's a little bit harder for you. Like this is, it's wide, but you're a big boy. You're a big muscular boy, and you're carrying a corpse. So, corpse because Toby's obviously dead.
He's breathing, right?
He is breathing. He's breathing.
Double check. All right.
But you manage to kind of like, take him. You can't really carry him on your shoulders, so you have to like link your arms under his and just maneuver back. There's a moment where like his head just like plops against the stone. You're like, whoop! Oh shoot! Right? Like his foot's getting caught a little bit, and you got to kind of lift him and wedge it out because it gets caught between a few stones. And Tobias is just occasionally moaning.
We'll fix all that later. You'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
once you guys get in here, it is black. The only outside light is the light that is creeping through the small cracks of the dock, just barely illuminating the entrance to the tunnel. But with that whole shaded environment, it's complete darkness. You're okay, Frey.
Yeah, Frey's pneumatic guys just kind of they focus in, focus out, but can see just fine.
Nemo, you are blind.
Nemo is like a good 10 feet or so in front of Frey, but like as she realizes she can't see, she's just gonna walk back until she runs into him. Grab his wrists.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Follow the leader. Let's go.
Yeah. The fact that he's moaning means that he's alive, so
Yeah,
generally good.
Yeah, he's breathing or something, right?
Yes, he's breathing. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, Nemo, if you're going in blind, you're gonna have to kind of hold Frey's arm and have him navigate for you, which means Frey, only you are going to make a notice check.
Okay.
Can I assist him in any way?
No,
By
you're blind.
listening or sniffing?
Nope, not in this
or
situation.
tasting the air?
What's the TN I'm looking for?
Target number 11.
Oh boy. I got a 6. I'm going to let it fly.
All right, with a 6, you are walking along, and then Nemo, you hear a snap, like a very vicious snapping sound. You are surprised, Frey, as thick metal claws of a bear trap dig into your ankle and into your flesh, and you can feel it actually hit the bone. I need you to flip me a damage check. So it's against your defense. Target number is 11.
I got a 4.
A 4. Okay, so that's going to be low damage. So you're going to take 2 points of damage.
God, I'm gonna drop Tobias immediately too.
No.
Was there a? Let me
100%.
ask you this: on that damage, what was the suit?
Oh, the suit was crows.
All right, you're good.
Okay.
It just nips you, and you're just racked with pain. You drop Toby. Toby just clumps onto the hard stone as you just feel you are in a bear trap.
Oh God.
Oh my
Oh
God.
shit. All right.
Can you open? I can heal you if you can open it. All right, I can heal you if you can open it.
Oh, it's a goddamn bear trap. Where the hell are we? God. Real quick, can I do another notice check just to see if like anyone's around? Can I see anybody?
Sure.
Okay.
Target number 11.
Okay. Well, that's an 8. Cool.
All right,
No worries.
Nemo's going to start yelling. Nemo's going to say, "Hey! I've got directions to be here! I've got somebody stuck in a bear trap and somebody who's fucking unconscious, so if there is a cleaner here, I would very much like to see him."
No response.
Fuck you too!
Goddamn. All right. I'm gonna try to pry the bear trap open.
So this particular bear trap is not. It's old. It's definitely old. It's rusted, and it hasn't been hammered into the stone. Like you kind of lift up your foot, and you can see the chains hanging down.
Okay.
So you're not bound, but you can still try to open it. So target number 8, athletics check.
Okie doke. That's an 8 on the nose.
You push your big, thick fingers in there and manage to kind of get your foot out, and then quickly with your hands, and it snaps, and you're like, just feeling that. That was something.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tobias, come here, buddy. And I will try to pick up Tobias again and limp along. Can I see the door or anything?
Do you need
It's
me
still-
to? How are you doing?
Not super great, Nemo, but let's hold off for now. Let's just keep moving.
It's still pitch black in here, right?
Oh yeah.
Can't see? Okay. I don't say anything. Except
I need
the
I need another target number 11 notice check, but you'll get
Do I
this.
have a lantern in my fucking skirt? Is that a thing that I have? Let me see what I have
mean, it's
here.
up to you. Do you got a lighter? Do you got?
I've got a human finger and an assortment of doll heads. Will any of those help in this situation?
Do you have a lighter?
Not written down. No.
I think Ellie had a lighter.
Yeah, she does. Somewhere else.
I got a 17 of crows on the notice check.
So you're moving along. You're a lot more aware this time. And like as you're walking through here, there's just enough water that it's almost like ankle deep. It's kind of just drifted in. But occasionally you see the teeth of a trap and another one and another one. And just sort of this minefield of bear traps all laid out before you in this cavern.
All right, Nemo, there are bear traps literally everywhere. I do not want to do that again. Oh God. All right, just follow me very, very carefully.
Do you think that you can carry me and Tobias at the same?
Can I do an athletics check to see if I can carry the two?
You can do a target number 10 athletics check.
I'm
got
so
it.
light. I'm just
All
a
right.
person.
Guess who's cheating that sucker? I got a 12.
Okay.
Wait.
You are a big strong boy, but it is difficult. But with that 12, like you manage to just like you're kind of swaying because this is not like a flat surface, right? This is like almost like rock climbing where you're just like gotta step on this boulder and then just boom, 1 foot on and go to the next. And on top of that, you're off balance because you essentially have two people now over your shoulder and you're just moving along. You know, there's a moment where you stumble for a little bit and put your foot on the wall because it was right about to step into another bear trap. And you're like, okay. And you manage to just navigate through this long corridor until eventually you get to the end. Here, it's a big circular chamber where the water still sort of flushes in, making like a small pond. More bear traps hanging around. And at the far end of the chamber is honestly what looks like a door that belongs on a bank vault. It is thick. It is made of steel. It's riveted together. There's like a little slot where someone might be able to look through. That's it.
I would like to, while Frey is carrying me, to just you hear a lot of "this is fucking bullshit" in your ear as you're carrying me, and then you feel kind of the silt kind of coalesces around your feet, and it feels like you're just getting grime up your body, feeding into your injury. But you do regain. Let me see. Sorry, you regain 1 hit point. I apologize. Only
I feel
one, but you do
both
get it.
creeped out and a little better. Thank you.
Yeah.
It feels awful but good at the same time.
Your wound heals up. Like the entire time you've been walking through, there's just been blood seeping out that's like bubbling and popping and sizzling like hot oil on the surface. But yeah, you see this room before you, this door at the far end. What would you like to do?
Are there lights in here, or is it still completely dark?
Completely dark.
All right, we got a heavy ass door ahead of us. I'm assuming there's only one way. It's to the door. So
I got doors. Doors I can do.
All right. So I'll get you to it. I walk her over to it and like put her hand on the door so she can feel the metal, and I put her down.
All right.
Thank you.
Nemo, you can feel the cold steel of a very large vault door.
I have definitely opened vault doors before. That is definitely a thing that I have done, at least in training, many times in the games. Am I able to lockpick this?
With this particular door, like there is no lock. There is no anything to pick in. Much like a safe door, it is closed and locked from the inside. Well, like a strange safe door. This is a door that's designed for that, where like the front is just smooth surface, little slit you can look through. There's no handle. There's no keyhole. Just nothing.
Right. Okay. First of all, Tobias is still doing okay, Frey, right?
Tobias, poke him in the face real quick. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good.
Okay. Yeah, so door is openable from this side, probably not from the other side. So presumably whatever's inside is not supposed to come out. But this is a gentleman running a business, so just want to let you know.
All right. Do we need to knock?
No, I'm going to open the door.
It doesn't open. There's nothing to grab onto.
I thought, I thought it was from the other side. Okay.
Yeah, from the other side, the side you're not on. Yep.
I'm so angry. Okay, I'm just gonna knock on the door.
You kind of tap your hand for a little bit. A few moments go by. The slot opens and just the tip of a barrel of a rifle pops out, and you hear a voice say, "I don't know who you are or why you are here, but I would like you to explain yourselves.
Are you the cleaner? I've heard you got a lot of skin."
That is a name I am familiar with. Who are you?
Yeah, my name is Nemo. I've got someone who is stuck in a bear trap and someone whose hand's fallen off. So if I could come in, that would be great.
Bear traps are to prevent intruders. You do not know the path. Are you an intruder, Nemo?
I'm a paying goddamn customer.
I don't like this one. He's too big.
All right. I don't need to come in. Just take my friend and take my other friend here and help us out.
I would like you, big one, to step to the other side of the room. I will open the door just enough for the small one and the unconscious man to come inside.
All right. Nemo, you got to just handle it. We just got to get this done.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know how much... Okay. I know I've been pretending to be a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how much longer Toby's got. Just take Toby in.
Right. Thank you, Trey. Yeah. Right. I try to hold Toby up if Frey gives it to me.
It's rough. You're kind of just like hands under his arms.
Shorter than him, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna like drag him in.
For the love of God, rifleman, will you help her out? I'll back up even, and I just back up more.
All right. You back up a little bit. There's like a sound of like lock after lock after lock after lock, and eventually the door just opens a little bit. He comes out with like essentially a shotgun hipped at his side, and he's looking at you, and he's like,
"Hey,"
looking around, looks at Nemo. All right, yeah, come, bring him in. Don't move.
I'm
and
good.
He takes an arm and drags Toby inside, and the door shuts behind. Meanwhile, we're going to cut back to Ellie and Meave. You have shown up in Scape Town. What are you doing?
Hey, so there's a board that is sort of nearby here. We can go over in that direction. There might be people who might know where they went. It's called a death board. Fun fact, just our luck, there's a bounty who's over in this district. Just our luck we would bump into them, I'd imagine.
All right. Well, if we do, what are we going to do?
The bounty?
Yeah.
I mean, they're kill on sight, so we could just take care of them pretty quickly.
Well, that seems pretty cut and dry. Right. Let's go to this death board.
Death board, yeah. It's sort of unlisted bounty hunts that people want to go and do.
I see.
Yep. In
All
fact,
right.
this bounty is from that board, so hopefully nobody, including our friends, have encountered it yet.
Okay. Yeah, no, I hope not. I hope that they have made it safely to their destination. With any luck, we'll do the same.
I would like to travel to the death board and then start sort of looking for people to ask about where a very tall and very short and very unconscious Tobias, Nemo, and Frey have gone.
You head up to the death board. It has newer bounties. Most of them are not too interesting. There's a few Kremlin bounties up there. At this point in time, there's a man in like an old raggedy top hat that has like a big hole in it, and he's just sort of shouting, almost like he's a carny, like, step right up, find meself a corpse, you will, find me a corpse, I'll bring it in, bring it to the cleaner, give you 35% cut of one of these bounties, just need a corpse that looks nice, looks almost as much as one of these bounties, don't you worry about it, old Sam here, he takes all the risks, you just find me a corpse, get out there, lads, go fishing in the river.
That man knows where the cleaner is, that's my guess.
Stride up to Sam here and then just come up and say, hey, we're looking for 3 of people who passed by here. In fact, we're looking for, I presume, the cleaner. You know where he is?
Oh, how are you doing yourself, little lady? Nice of you to come right up to me, soapbox it is. Well, I don't necessarily deal with living people. I deal with corpses that I turn into money. I'm a magician of sorts, and that's what I do. Now, you're not a corpse unless you have a corpse, you know, hidden in that bag of yours. Move along, please. I need business.
Your name's Sam, right? You just announced that earlier?
Sam it is. Sam the Magic Man. That's me. I take corpses and turn them into money.
That's right. I make corpses and then make money from those corpses. So could you show us where the cleaner is?
Are you trying to do an intimidation check?
Yep.
Okay. Please describe to me how you do this intimidation check.
I mean, it's just up in Sam's face a little bit. It's late at night, right? And so I'm just sort of getting up and saying, look, I make corpses and then I turn those into money. So show me where the cleaner is, or at least show me where my friends are, please.
Give me a target number 8.
Okay. 13.
He grins and like a few of his teeth are gold tap, and he says, well, I mean, you have to understand, you know, there's a lot of guild out of the cleaner and is my main source of finance. I don't exactly know your name. I mean, I respect what you do. There's a very large gun you have strapped to your back, Miss
Melville.
Miss Melville is a very large gun. That's a smart man. I recognize someone with a large gun. So, I mean, I don't know if I can tell you.
Hey, and I gesture towards Meave. You think this guy looks a little bit like Alexander Burroughs? And then I nod towards the death board.
Little bit. It would be easy to mistake.
What's the bounty on that one?
Oh, pretty high, I think.
Was it dead or alive or just dead?
Well, I know dead was one of them.
I think that was one of them for sure. So where's that cleaner, Burroughs?
Sorry, folks. I'm afraid Sam the Magician's about to go on lunch break. If you could all just go. I'll be back here in 20 minutes. I'm just going to be in my tent, where if anyone has anything really important, I will be back in 20 minutes. And like, he's kind of walking off to his tent, just giving you like a frightened-eyed look of like, come on, fucking follow me. Like, very unhappy, but obliging.
As he walks off, I'm gonna turn to Meave and then go, all right, I'm bad cop. You want to be good cop?
Yeah, that'll work. I think that'll work nicely.
Good. All right.
You follow Sam into his tent. He takes off his top hat. He takes off the wig he was wearing. He takes off the fake mustache he was wearing. He takes off the fake eyebrows he was wearing. And is just a much sadder looking man as he's wiping away the makeup. And he's like, all right. I mean, I can tell you where the cleaners is, but he's a very secretive man. And and like one of the teeth falls out, and he just like kind of puts it in a cup. Hard to stay in. Just a lot of smoking. All right. You're gonna want to go down to the edge of the docks. Beneath there's a small crack. You go in. Watch out. There's bear traps. He's a skittish fella. He is, understandably so. I mean, he kind of fucks over the guild. But if you would be so kind not to turn my carcass into something you could sell to the cleaner, we could all call this Rodder's Reign.
I think that's amiable. You've even warned us about the bear traps, which is quite kind of you, really.
Your best bet, tell him Sammy the magician sent you. We know each other a bit. We do. Drop me name, and he might be a little more friendly. Very, very cautious one he is. You don't want to upset the cleaner. If at any point he thinks you're part of a guild, it's gonna go bad.
Well, I'm certainly not part of the guild. So you said down by the docks, through the tunnel, there's bear traps. Anything else we need to warn us about?
I mean, it's technically under the docks, but bear traps, this big vault door, he ain't gonna open it unless you say something he locks. So, yeah, that's about it. I've personally never been inside. He's very, very secretive.
Right. Well, what do you think, Ms. Melville?
I don't think this person looks very much like Burroughs, in my opinion.
I think we might have been mistaken. It was all that disguise.
I can respect a con. I can. It's been a long time since I've been con. Thank you, Miss Melville. Then
Thank
we
you.
will go on our merry way.
I leave 5 script on the nearest desk. As I walk
Beat
out.
me to it.
He picks it up, kind of thumbs through it. He says, "Hey, you all right? You ever need anything in Scape Town? You let me know."
Yeah, if you hear where Burroughs is, let me know. I'll be back. Don't worry.
Keep an eye out.
Later, then.
All right. So you guys follow the instructions, make your way down. Ellie, you have a lantern and you have a lighter. With the warning from Sam the magician, the magic man, right? You're able to easily navigate until eventually you come up and see Frey. Frey is kind of sitting there outside, and you see this big, large figure, and for a moment you're like, "What the fuck is that?" But once he turns, you immediately recognize him as Frey.
Right.
Oh, god damn it. Where the hell have you been?
Well, we had to walk the whole way.
What happened?
Tobias went unconscious unexplainably, and I'm not a doctor. So, Nemo and I had to come down to this shithole. I stepped in a bear trap. I'm not all too happy at the moment. It hurt. And
I saw that. It was disintegrated a little bit back there.
Yeah, and Shotgun Man over there wouldn't let me in. So Nemo and Tobias are inside, and I'm going to try to get myself in, quite honestly, in case something goes wrong. And at that moment, you see Frey essentially lift up his pant leg where the blood is from the bear trap, smear some of that on his hand, and he will start to essentially smear his blood on the hinges to see if that does anything to the door.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa.
Does it do
we've
anything
gotten
to
in.
it?
We've gotten in.
Like, it hisses a little bit, but it doesn't burn through it like acid.
And when we're settled in somewhere a little less disgusting, I'm gonna have a look at you. But we've gotten in.
What do you got?
We made a friend.
All right. I'm gonna back up. He doesn't like me. So Floor is yours.
Meave, I'm also going to back up on this one. I'm actually guild, so I really
Yeah.
don't think I should be the lead of this
Just
situation.
don't say that, maybe. All right, fine. Yeah, I've got this. And Miva's gonna walk up.
A little
Hello.
bit of shuffling. Shotgun barrel pops out. Who are you? I don't recognize your face, and I know faces very well.
Yes. Sorry to trouble you. Sam, the magician, sent us. We're looking for our friend who's been injured.
You're
We mean no harm.
a friend of Sam
Indeed.
and the one-handed man.
You mean our friend with the black hand?
You, and like he gestures back to Nemo. Nemo, you've kind of been sitting in this office, haven't had a long time to talk to this guy. He's like, do you
I've been yelling at him
recognize these
generally.
people?"
Yeah. I can't. I don't think I'm tall enough to see through the peephole, but I will stand on something to see
He
through.
kicks over like a milk crate.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I know who that is. Yeah. Let him in. Let him in. Let him in.
Are they guild?
No. What? Okay. Take a look at me, motherfucker. Do I look like I'm from the guild?
One can never be too careful in my line. of
Yeah.
work.
All right. Sure. Yeah. No. They're fine. Let him in.
And I presume you're the cleaner. If you wouldn't mind, we'd like to have a big friend as well. If you take one look at his blood, you'll know he's not guild.
I wave with the hand that I was smearing blood on.
Gun gets pulled back in. Shuts. The vault door opens up. You guys are allowed in. Inside, you see sort of like a small, grungy lab. There are several large chalkboards mounted on the wall. There's a few candle lanterns that are lit just enough to illuminate this place, but it's very dim light. The chalkboards are incredibly detailed. They're drawing of faces with incision markings as well as notes on how to remove skin. But like on top of that, you've never seen chalk art so perfect. These faces are drawn with like a hand that makes you think like, wow, I didn't know you could make that level of detail with chalk. But like along that, there's like all these notes about like facial structures, altering them through a series of breaking and reforming and metallic implants. And then there's this really, really strong chemical fragrance that for some of, well,
Is it embalming fluid?
no, probably actually everyone but Meave is really familiar. And I'll take a notice check from everyone but Meave.
Right.
Hooch? I assume
Well,
I'm
it's
still
not
dead, right?
embalming
What is-
fluid
what
then.
is the
What
target
in
number?
the Sam?
8.
I got a 9 of tones.
I got a
9.
Yeah,
I got
9.
a 12.
Yeah, 12. You're kind of like sniffing and looking around, and you can see your attention is drawn to the ceiling, where there are dozens and dozens and dozens of bottles of gremlin hooch that are swaying on ropes. And all these ropes are kind of intertwined and come down to like the walls, and you see bottles of lighter fluid, torches. It begins to kind of dawn on you that, like, this is a man that's ready to just light this place up in flames if anything goes wrong. It is rigged to burn. So,
Right.
as he leads you in, he kind of puts his shotgun over in the corner. You get a good look at the cleaner. He wears a fine gray suit. It's frayed around the edges. There's little bits around the sleeve that's splattered with coppery stains of long-dried blood. His face is pale, gaunt, and he looks at you and says, "Okay. You did not come in with a corpse. That's very suspicious. But you brought someone in, an injured person.
Listen,
Why?
right.
Why?
Listen, right. Cleaner. Do I call you Cleaner? Is there something else you'd rather be called?
My technical name is Dr. Nathaniel Clearmore.
Clearmore.
The
Right.
Cleaner is a nickname, play on words.
Right, well-
suppose.
Great. So happy for you. Right, Clearmore. I'd heard your name bandied around a little bit by, the kind of mercenary types. You seem like the kind of person who understands kind of, the way of a body, and also like you might have a lot of skin lying around. And we've got our buddy here, who, you can see his hand's a little fucked, right? And we'll pay you, well, whatever you you'll have to say what you want, obviously, but probably we'll be down for it. So can you fix it? Can you fix him? Is this a fixable thing? This is.
You want me to work on a living creature?
Okay. We got 2 doctors here that can help you if you'd like.
Yes, I'd be happy to assist if you're more familiar with the corpse side of things.
It has been a long time since someone has asked me to work on a living creature. It's been a long time since I have been a healer. I will work on this. Yes. No charge.
Why?
I used to help people live, and now I only work with the dead.
Right, I'm gonna be here the entire goddamn time. You know that.
When operating and having surgery, even though the patient is unconscious, it is good to hold their hand. I believe that they can feel in spirit the comfort that will keep them there. I would insist that at least someone is here to hold the patient's hand.
That's gonna be me.
Doctor, I'll be your assistant. Just let me know what you need, even if it's just bringing you tools.
Yes, we will rebuild the flesh. I have many hands in the back. We should be able to find a semi-natural color, and we will make him whole, and he will live.
Are you replacing his hand or replacing the skin on the hand? I'm a
Merely
little
the
lost.
Skin.
Oh, okay. All right.
There will be some stitching and scarring, but we will do a good thing here today. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a second chance.
Right. Well, let's get to work. But I'd like to talk more about this once he's out of immediate danger.
Yes.
Oh, I have some anesthetic in my bag that might help. I imagine since you normally work with dead things, you might not have any on hand.
That will help quite a bit. Yes.
Good.
The cleaner opens sort of a desk beneath the chalkboards and pulls out an old record player, and he puts on Beethoven, and it just begins to crackle and come to life, and this beautiful music fills, and he comes into the back, talks to you, Neve, asking is this flesh more on point than the other, trying to get the right skin tone to make it match as much as possible. Comes out.
We pinpoint the color and the elasticity as well.
Oh, absolutely! Just two minds working together, and like as you're building this along, he's just it becomes very apparent that Dr. Nathaniel Clearnell is not all there. He's mumbling to himself, talking about I just wanted to save her and they didn't understand. I just wanted. But despite the unsettling way he shifts back to the music and memories, he does a phenomenal job with your assistance. You manage to kind of poke him a few times when he's dazing off. He's like, yes, yes. And like a few times he actually passes the hand over to you and you're stitching it, making these very precise incisions. And eventually, like a glove, Tobias's hand has skin again.
Nemo is stationed on the other side of the table the entire time, holding Tobias's hand in both of her hands.
Good.
Sometime during the process, Tobias, like, a little bit of life goes back into his face. He rolls his head over. He looks at Nemo and he's like, angels? Nemo.
I think he should go back to sleep. Probably.
At that
He
point,
passes
Meave will
back
give
out.
him a bit of morphine. Maeve's like, he's awake.
Passes back the fuck out.
Ellie would just be in the background, presumably with Frey, maybe fetching water if water is ever needed, but otherwise surveying the extremely explosive room.
Yep.
I would say when Tobias is all stitched up and, finished in that, I think Meave is going to look at the doctor and say, Doctor, forgive me, I heard you talking to yourself a bit. You said there was someone you tried to save. It's all right if you don't want to talk about it.
He kind of nods his head a little bit and looks at the chalkboard and says, I used the pain. She was so beautiful. I loved her so much. And when the accident happened, she was scarred, and I wanted to help her and rebuild her. But she died. She died with our baby before I could. I'm good at faces. I'm really good at faces, and I dug up the bodies and I learned faces. But sometimes death waits for no one.
I'm so sorry. Could I give you a hug? I want to thank you for saving our friend.
He holds out his arms and says, it is good to make life and not death.
Meave is going to hug him and say just quietly to him, you're still good. You meant well. And back up.
Come again, anytime. No one ever brings me living people. They only bring me dead people, and it's nice to work on living people. Keep things alive instead of working with the clay of death.
You helped someone. You did a very good thing.
Yeah.
And we're grateful. Are you sure we can't give you any money for it?
No, I'm very glad I didn't have to kill you all and set this place up on fire. I was pretty sure I was going to have to. But I'm really glad I didn't have to.
We're glad too. Frey, can you oh no, let me have a quick look at you first before we go back into the
If Mee's turns, I think at this point in time Ellie would have definitely done some doctory things while Mee was doctoring Tobias.
I think that's valid.
Yeah, just wrap it up. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna need your help with that. And by the time Meave turns to look, Ellie one-handed is sort of like, okay, Frey, take it over here, move it over here. Yep, okay, cool. Yep, great, good.
Ray fumbles the whole time, but fuck it, he's trying.
And as Meave turns, everyone turns, sort of waking up. Most of the commentary from the Ellie Frey side is, no, you're doing it wrong. No, come on, Frey, come on.
Listen, Can we just heat something up and just cauterize?
No.
Okay. All right. Well.
No, we're not heating stuff up to just put scars on you.
Ah, God damn it. Fine.
Once you're fixed up, would you mind carrying Tobias? You've definitely got the. Well, I think I'd be a bit of a. Yeah, it wouldn't go well if I tried.
Yeah, I got him. Don't worry.
Is the entrance still open?
Oh, when you guys try to leave, he'll walk up like to the safe door and just open it up for you, throw it open, and just kind of sadly wave goodbye.
No, I appreciate that. I'm talking about the water.
It's been a few hours, so now it's like kind of chest level on a normal human. So yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to go back.
Nemo, you want to ride?
The plus side is because the water's so high, you can actually swim, and you don't have to walk on the ground where you know there's bear traps.
And Frey's huge, so Frey's still walking, presumably.
Yep.
Swear to God, if I step on another bear trap.
You swim out. You keep doggy paddling, and it's just high enough that like you're not touching the ground.
Nemo's gonna swim, but she does not come up for air. She's having a good time.
All right. So eventually, you guys kind of swim out of the muck, make your way back up top. Tobias comes to. Toby, welcome back. You wake up, look over. Your hand is no longer bandaged. It has skin on it again. Like there's, stitching kind of all along it. That's gonna take a little bit to heal, and then they can remove the stitches. But it's only a slight off color of your normal flesh.
What happened?
Welcome back.
How long have I been out?
Welcome back, buddy.
What happened? It's
Nah, it's just...
Frey and Nemo did some quick thinking when you passed out.
And it worked.
That was not facetious.
I was more or less questioning whether it worked. Listen,
Looks
buddy.
like it did.
Yeah, you got skin again. You passed out on us. We were very concerned. We ran to a doctor. You got a hand.
Nemo, up to this point, has just been like, you could see the glint of her eyes under the water. She's just been staring and like swimming backwards the whole time. She's gonna pop up. In my defense, I don't know literally any other doctors. I mean, Mead wasn't there, and I don't know anyone else, so.
Yeah, Nemo was pretty adamant about making sure you got help fast. So I'm glad you got it.
Okay,
Thanks.
back under the water.
We met a really lovely doc. Yeah?
Is this gonna be all right?
It'll be fine. We'll keep an eye on it. We're going to want to clean it gently in the mornings and evenings to make sure you don't get an infection. We'll get a lotion to apply to the skin to keep it moisturized, and it'll heal up in, it'll take a while, but you'll be all right. And it's really superb work. I helped, but the doctor that that Nemo and Frey took you to is the one who had the real expertise here.
All right.
I know it's a little concerning, but it should work perfectly. Just think of it as a skin graft. That's essentially what's been done.
A skin graft. Right. Oh my god. That happened at that weird doctor's place. Oh my god.
No living skin was harmed in the making of your new hand.
Hey, and you kept your hand, right? That's a pretty good deal.
Does he have fingernails?
The most important thing.
No.
Sorry, that's gross. I'm not gonna ask any more
Yeah,
questions.
hadn't thought about that one.
Gross.
No.
That's disgusting. Okay.
Sorry.
Nobody likes that.
Well,
Everyone hates that. It's
I'm gonna have to
cringe.
do some private research that I keep to myself because that's quite a question.
I'm not a doctor. I hadn't thought about that.
That is definitely got
maybe
no
he does. They only remove the skin, so maybe he does. We'll come back.
All right.
I feel like
that's a question for after the stream.
We love you.
Ellie's gonna walk over, sort of pat Tobias on the shoulder before we exit out of the little sewer entrance here, Hey, it's good to have you back. Lucky that these two are with you.
It's good to be back. Where are we?
It's okay. Beyond everything else, I'm just gonna say, let's try to keep you less unconscious. I feel like you're unconscious a little bit too much, personally. But we're in Scape Town right now. We're over by the Death Board. They took you all the way over.
They took all the way here?
Yep, Callie's nearby apparently.
You didn't go to a guild doctor or nothing?
Nope.
I mean, good, but I guess good. Okay.
I mean, to that point, I just want to remind everybody before we leave here, we are vulnerable and out in the open, and we know that Bradley Cannon is likely connected to the guild. Every step we take here should be pretty light. This was desperate because of you, Tobias. No blame placed, but as we leave this place, just keep an eye open. We are not safe.
Where's the radio? Did they bring it with them?
I pull it out of the bag.
Ellie pulls it out of the bag, and if there's one thing we've known so far, it's that Ellie has a way with animatronics and living things. So like a crab that you've hit the belly, the claws are just digging into your metal arm, scraping, and like all you hear coming from the radio is like
yeah. Well, Ellie doesn't
and
have her
like
body.
this AOL sound just turns to the highest height that's like an ear-pitching scream as it's clawing at Ellie's hand.
And Ellie doesn't have her metal arm attached to her. But
then it's the flesh hand.
But
yeah.
she just pulls it out and she's like, you suck, I hate you. And just throws it over to Tobias.
And he buddy, it's me. And he grabs it and like pets it, and it's like, it's okay. I'm here now. I'm okay. I'm here now.
Glares at Ellie. Hate me today.
I will.
Hate me tomorrow.
No one's really trained that thing, Tobias.
It's cool. He turns the volume back down. It's cool. You know, puts it back on his shoulders. It's good.
Settles
it's good.
in,
He pets it.
Does a couple nuzzles and just like stares at Ellie.
It's good. All right, we got to get some. I forgot all about Bradley Cannon. We got to get somewhere. We got to get somewhere safe. We got to get somewhere I can make a broadcast because we gotta. I know what I'm gonna say.
Well, we got to make it back to the safe house, right?
I think that's our best bet.
All
right.
I want to say
let's go.
Nemo's been swimming ahead just because of her personality. Can I have flagged down our boatman to give us a ride back? Just like emerged from the side of his boat and said, hey.
Wait. Before we all go, can I just proposition one thing? We're in the area and we won't have another chance like this. Is it worth it to go see the Earl of Boom or the Earl of Pow?
What time is it?
Late.
Does it matter?
What?
It's
You can't
quarantine.
handle yourself, Ellie?
I'm looking for firepower, right?
All right. Here's the deal. I'm okay now, so I hope I'm not gonna pass out again. I'll go back to. I'm gonna go back to the safe house. When you come back, hopefully I'll have some good news.
No, we'll go together. No.
Well, we can make a trip out.
Do we need
Later.
firepower
Yeah.
now or later? Like,
I
I get my
make a
horse?
reservation with the boat. Yeah,
Let's get the
Frey. I'll
horse and
let
get the hell
the
outta here.
boatman know that we and the horse. We can give us 45 minutes or something. If
No,
Pow's right.
it was a bad idea. I just was.
It's
throwing
not a
it
bad
out there.
idea because I don't want to leave the safe house after this. So if we're going to do it, we should do it now.
Well, no, the other thing I just want to bring up before we get back to the safe house, right? So where we were, just so you were all asking, is we were both at the Cage of Grace, as you probably knew. We learned a little bit of information about one of Bradley Cannon's cohorts, a guy named Jimmy Bradshaw. Rimshaw. Who's Ripshaw.
Yep.
Jimmy.
As a criminal, does his name mean anything to me?
Not a damn thing.
All right, I have amnesia, so that's usually the answer. But
what
worth
I'm
an
thinking
effort.
about for that is if we travel, if we get a chance, it would be good, maybe Tobias, if you can make a radio announcement or try to make connection with the Freycore. It would be good to. Jimmy is connected to them, so it might give us a lead.
Oh, don't you worry, I'm way ahead of you, Ellie. I know
Great.
exactly what this broadcast is gonna say.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
The last thing I want to say is I'm in this with you all. Okay? I know earlier I was doubting a lot of things, but I'm in it with you.
Allie. Back at Ronan's, it's still true. Everything we said, everything I said, still true. Don't you worry. We're gonna get through this together.
Neve isn't going to say anything, but he's just going to subtly do that thing you do with a friend where you kind of like rub their back just a little as you're walking past, like, hey, good job, but doesn't say anything.
Beeve, with whatever your passive notice is, you definitely see Nemo like looking at you from under the water, just like, all right.
Neve is like,
the art that is so terrifying is the two glowing little eyes.
The glowing eyes under the water.
It's horrifying.
And
like an evil frog.
Yeah,
Beautiful
awful.
evil frog.
And Frey will just say, "Hope you remember what we talked about."
I do. Oh yeah.
All right.
And that is where we're going to take our break. And then we're going to come back and get into the meat of tonight's episode.
Are we gonna get to rest ever?
We weren't already in the meat of the episode, putting hand on Tobias?
No, that was not the meat of the episode. That was not
there
the
was
meat of the episode.
in the episode.
Awful. Go to break. Run it.
We do
Run
also
it.
officially no fingernails, in case anyone was interested.
Just to check, how's the
Deanna.
How's the voting for the poll tonight? How's the voting for the poll?
Man, how do you check that?
Zach, I'm sorry.
Deanna, I don't need to know.
I'm
Okay, so
sorry.
poll
But you
update.
do need to know. What if you need to open a package?
So
What if I?
it's almost all the votes are for Toby.
I wonder
all
why.
of them.
There.
There's no way to know for sure. All right, we're gonna go to break.
No, of course not.
Bye.
This is
We're back.
We're gonna.
A 12 does break it. Okay. I know. I just don't know.
I would never hurt people on purpose, Bhagwan.
All right, then we can trust her, boyos. She's not gonna hurt anybody.
Oh wait, does anyone have a lockpick?
No, we don't need one.
Welcome to Auroria, a new campaign setting for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, where your destiny is written in the stars. Fate guides your adventurer in Stargazer's Guide to Auroria. An all-new Zodiac character creation system assigns your adventurer one of 12 signs which rewards you with powerful abilities and character-defining detriments. What's your sign? No, that's the wrong question. Who are you? Frostwain, Lamentium, Fluortide? These powers are yours to define or let fate decide. Choose wisely. Your sign connects your character to the world of Auroria. Manifestations of the mighty signs appear to spur your adventurer toward their ultimate goal, or away from paths destructive to their future. Adventure is calling. Discover a new world of brilliantly diverse cities, dozens of unique landmarks, and long-forgotten dungeons waiting to be uncovered. Join arms with allies and cross swords with worthy adversaries. Fantastic NPCs with their own adventure hooks, backstories, and motivations are spread throughout the world, ready to aid your party or become the latest villain. The old gods are gone. Aurorians worship a new pantheon. The Masters of the Weave are more connected to their acolytes than ever before. Find your faith with 12 all-new gods across 2 different pantheons. Encounter fantastical monsters under the shadow of Mount Vera and under the Sable Sands with powerful magic items, new spells, and weapons. Explore one of 12 new subclasses available for the canon D&D classes, and tie them directly to your background with factions that have been intricately woven into Aurorian lore. Destiny is calling, adventurer. Look unto the heavens. Your story is in the stars.
What's up, guys? I'm Brandon Hatcher. I am a cast member on Fate's End, and I'm also a writer on the Stargazer's Guide to Aurora. My section is Krygos Lake. And Krygos Lake is basically what would happen if an ancient white dragon flew to a dense tropical forest and decided to make that his lair. So Krygos, the lake is completely frozen over, and the presence of the ancient white dragon has basically changed the environment of the area. So, you know, you'll see stuff like white dire wolves and snow foxes and polar bears and stuff like that from the Arctic, but you'll also see creatures like deer and elk and chipmunks and rabbits and stuff roaming around. So it's a very interesting blend of fauna and flora in this area. And the forest holds a lot of secrets, and one thing that I can share with you is among the surrounding towns there are differing stories about this creature that roams the forest. Some people say he's a yeti, some people say he's a spirit of the forest, some people say he might be a fae that's just playing tricks on people, but no one really quite knows for sure. And I can't wait for the players to actually be able to pull on that thread and uncover all of the secrets that Krygos Lake has to offer.
Hi, I'm Raina. I play Praeria on Fate's End here at Ink and Lyre, and I'm here to talk to you about Mount Vera, which is a point of interest in our world of Auroria. And it features something super cool called the Iridescent Ocean. The Iridescent Ocean is a sea of clouds around the peak of this mountain with magical properties akin to True Polymorph, Alter Memory, and Featherfall. So what that means is that like creatures that pass up through the clouds, like on their way up the mountain, they gain these bestial properties. They become things like centaurs, like minotaurs, and serpent people, just all kinds of like human animal hybrids. And they have a little village up there of all these creatures, and they have no knowledge of their lives before, what is underneath the clouds. It is, as far as they know, there's only their island and this ocean, which shimmers like dreams, and diamonds, and glitter. So creatures that live on the peak of the mountain have no idea what's underneath. If someone disappears, as far as they know, they just fell off the earth. But what really happens is as you pass back down through the ocean, you are once again polymorphed into a basic woodland creature like a squirrel or a fox, but you retain your intelligence. So as far as you know, you've just always been a really smart rabbit, which is really cool.
let's get back into it. Let's let's do the giveaway. I'm just so excited to get back into the story. Daniel, take over. Give us those giveaway winners.
Okay, I am here. And so, the winner of this fantastic mini set for Malifaux, the Through the Breach multi-party kit female, is the wonderful and amazing
Dr. Landonius.
Dr. Landonius.
Dr. Landonius.
Yes, absolutely.
He's a friend of mine. I'm surprised he won. Okay.
Well, he has won, and congratulations to him. Shout out to Dr. Landonius. We will reach out via the Twitter whispers and get in touch with you and get your contact information and get this in the mail. So congratulations. Congratulations, Dr. Landonius. Shout out to Weird. Back to all of you.
Okay. So we pick back up with you guys heading back to Ronin's, essentially, to your hideout. Toby, you have this new information about the Freikorps. You've been in Malifaux for a while. Out of this entire group, you're the person that has the biggest grasp on Malifaux. You know that tracking down the Freikorps is incredibly difficult. They are a very secretive, military-esque organization. They are hidden somewhere in the quarantine zone. You'd probably have to talk to someone who has criminal connections, is involved in the underworld to really know. Because all your knowledge is just what the Tattler says. That they are treasonous, terrible people, that they're essentially a terrorist group is how the Tattler portrays them. But yeah, if you wanted to find out where they are, like if you give out a broadcast, you're not going to find them. You need to find someone who is connected to the criminal underworld. And then you guys head back into Ronin's.
Ronin's
Do
or
we
not Ronin's?
do we get a boat ride from our boat boy?
We're
We don't have
skipping
to
ahead a
spend
little
time
bit.
there. I
Yeah,
just want to know
the
that
boat
we
boy
look
takes you back. You guys are heading back to Ronin's.
We're going to the safe house, aren't we?
Yeah,
Not
we're going to
Ronin's.
safe house.
Not Ronin's.
Like Tobias'
Oh, okay.
safe house in the quarantine
Yeah,
zone.
You're heading back to Toby's safe house then.
Yeah, because Ronin's is we don't want to put them in danger. That was the thing.
Right.
Okay. So we figured out that in order to get to Bradley Cannon, we got to get to the Freikorps first.
Correct.
Now we could go back to the fighting pits, right? Is that
The
still in
fighting
operation?
pits were shut down a long time ago. We had a newspaper article with the better reporter, better than Toby, right? Simon Duffy, who basically shut him down.
The Tattler thinks that Simon's a better reporter, but the Tattler, we all know they don't. We all know they're a rag that only produces lies. Okay,
Definitely a fact. Definitely a fact.
What we're gonna do is remember that. What about that rich guy? We went to his party in the quarantine zone.
Mr. Barnes.
Maximilian Barros.
Yeah, him. Maybe he's a connection to the Freikorps.
I don't. What are the clipboard lady that I don't like?
Amina.
Amina. Yeah, she was.
Amina was.
If
No,
we
'cause
want
she was in relation to the Union.
Yeah, but the Union and Freikorps work together, don't they?
Tobias, why don't we look? I love the ideas that we're coming up with. I really wonder if Amina could be helpful for Maximilian. If I remember correctly, Maximilian was a little less proactive in anything he would ever do. He was a lot more just sort of, I'm rich and I like to hold parties.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think the house we were in when we met him is the same house he actually lives in. And so I don't think we'd be able to find him very easily.
I still have a favor from Vogel.
The wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a thought.
Maybe that or Colette Dubois could help us.
I mean, but Dubois is
Nazca?
like Arcanist, isn't she? Do they work closely with the Freikorps, or are they completely separate entities?
Well, I
She
don't
an
know.
Arcanist? She's not an Arcanist. What?
Isn't she?
Emo.
Well, I think Vogel's
I mean,
an
what else
Arcanist.
is she then?
She might be unaffiliated.
Yeah, I
She knew
doubt
Vogel, but
Meave.
Yes.
Is there anybody in the Explorers Guild who might have connections to the Freikorps?
Brent, would I know if there is anyone that would have connections in the Explorers Society?
Give me a target number 11 history check.
Okay, can do. Why did I mute myself before doing that? I'm gonna have to tell you what my role is. Or my
As
flip. Go ahead.
Go ahead. As Meave is making this flip, Brent, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but Frey is giving a 1,000-yard stare, and he's just going to ask, what in the Sam hell is a Freikorps, and what in the hell do we need him for?
And that will be an 11 of Rams for me. Which also activates my research grant, so I can make some more money.
Some money materializes on the ground beside you.
I'll have to go pick it up again.
I would
You
love it.
flip through your notebook and remember, like, oh, the Freikorps. I have a history thing that, judging by research, and if I turn it back into the Explorer Society, I could get a grant. With that check, you have heard that there is a ghost within the library of the Explorer Society that will trade information. But it's very sketchy. It's kind of like a devil's deal. Like, you got to give them something really interesting, and sometimes they ask more than they give. But there's like rumors that there's a ghost down there somewhere in the basement. That's you heard about it.
All right, so Maeve's going to say, well, if we're pressed for ideas, there's supposedly a ghost in the basement of the Explorer Society that will trade information, but it's a bit of a roulette in a way. They might ask for more than you want to give. So, not necessarily our first choice, but it's a choice. We've got it. I've never dealt with a ghost myself, but I've never dealt with that ghost. Anyway, it's an option.
do we want to risk running into what's his face again? Big guy?
Cooper? It's possible, but if we'd be lucky, we'd run into someone else. Because literally anyone is better than Cooper.
If Frey and I aren't there, then Cooper shouldn't be a problem, right? No
Maybe
offense
less.
to you, Frey, but like he seemed to have a special hankering for your
None
body.
taken. I'm
Frey,
not ready to deal with this shit. Yeah.
the Freikorps are I call them they're kind of people who work with the union within the city. They're, for the most part, as much as we understand, good folks. They're not really out to probably screw us, and we've done jobs for them in the past. So that's who we're trying to get in contact with. And Jimmy is connected to them in some way. So this is a chance for us to kind of get ahead, maybe, in that avenue.
What can they give us? I mean, I know you're calling in favors, but what can they do for us?
When I go on hunts, right, it's every bit of information I get about that person informs me of what they do, how they think, and where their weaknesses are. Bradley Cannon is not just a one man, he's a group of people. So if we can get information on Jimmy, we can likely at least exploit that weakness.
Works for me. All right.
Makes sense. Do we have any better leads on the Freikorps?
I'm thinking about it. I will just note one thing that Meave and I found was that correct me if I'm wrong, but it was that Jimmy was kind of an ex-con of some kind. Tobias, if you were looking for dirt on Bradley, it might be in his subordinates.
It's true. That's a good angle. Yes, I think he was in quite a bit of trouble, but was brought out on bail, and so most of the information in his file was unfortunately redacted.
We can definitely spread that rumor that that this Bradley Cannon guy's been working with, ex-convicts, and that he's dealing in the wrong crowd, and that maybe the guild isn't spreading the most honest truth about this guy. How about that?
Or maybe. I'm sorry, but here's another angle. If you want to really play pieces against each other, instead of saying the guild is outwardly lying about him, say that he's fooling the guild. They don't like to not know things.
Bad idea.
That's another good angle. I like that. I like where your head's at, Meave.
So our options for finding information so far, we could go to the Explorers Guild. We could try to go tap Vogel, the wolf, or possibly Colette Dubois. Another person I thought about was the Duke of Dirt, one of the first people we met who used to run the fighting pit that was closed down. He sucks, by the way, if you haven't noticed the faces of the other two.
Fair enough.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, the person ran a fighting pit. I wouldn't necessarily think they were the most up-and-up citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Earl of Powell or the Duke of Boom or whatever his name is also had connections to the Frey Corps. He supplied them with things.
Right.
But he might not know any information other than people show up sometimes, so...
Who helps us the most?
I mean, Vogel owes us something, but I don't know if we want to call that in now.
I think our lives is the most important thing.
I think the biggest, not issue, but the biggest question with Vogel is based on his connections, and we perceived him to be connected potentially to the Arcanists. Would this be the best use of that favor?
Back in a coffin?
Well, I'm saying if he doesn't know much, but it still gets rid of the favor that he owes you, he's sort of, paying up minimum.
Yeah, I'll say I was kind of saving it for something, but if we think this is the best use of it, then I'm happy to do it,
I think we've got other avenues we can explore, Nemo, but thank you.
Thanks, yeah. Frank, what happened?
I'm going to recommend for now that we stick together. We don't know where Cannon and his subordinates are. Maybe later, once we feel a little bit more secure, we can separate again. But as of right now, we should travel to the next place for sure as a group.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sticking with Meave. Meave's got the morphine. Speaking of which, it's
probably morphine o'clock, Tobias. Let me give you so Meave is purposely keeping him on much smaller than normal doses, but dosing him more regularly so that if he has to sober up quickly, it's not an issue.
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Ronan knows about the Frey Corps. The Frey Corps set us up with Ronan. They put in our house in the gallows.
I thought we weren't involving Ronan anymore.
Well, Ronan wanted to be involved, didn't she?
Yeah, she did kind of throw that back. Which is understandable. I mean, we did all get locked out and kidnapped in her bar.
Ronan signed up before any of us did, quite honestly.
I agree with Tobias. We shouldn't involve anybody more than we should because Bradley's going to scorch the earth, but I think Ronan might be the best bet with regards to the direct connection to the Frey Corps.
She's got information. It's worth it.
It's worth a shot. We don't have to burn a favor.
And it's familiar
I'm going to say, Ellie, and again, no offense to you, Ellie, but I don't think that you should go. Because, you know, you're sort of the one that would bring problems with you.
The trouble is, if she doesn't, that means she's got less people to defend her.
Yeah, but we only have to send 1 or 2 people over, right?
The last time we sent 1 to 2 people, then Tobias was unconscious and we were all split up.
I mean, there's that.
Well, it turns out pretty well overall, right? So
Yeah, Frey, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine now.
Brent, how long has it been since we left Ronin's?
Since you left Ronin's, did everything you did, it's like late evening right now.
So it's been
Same day.
Same day?
we have
Same
not
day.
gone to sleep yet, you guys.
Haven't gone to sleep, but it's like 10 p.m. at this point.
All right. So listen, y'all. Here's the deal. We got left a note saying, "See you in a couple days," from this guy.
That's true.
We gotta be decisive here. We gotta take an action, and we gotta go check it out. So if we gotta go back to Ronin, that's fine. If we gotta call in favors, that's fine. But we gotta go somewhere, and I feel that we gotta go together.
I'd rather be able to keep an eye on everyone else.
The Frey Corps owes us. If we get to them, I think we're a little bit safer.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's sleep first, I think, right? Like, several of us are bleeding from a lot of holes in our body.
Yeah, if we've got if we really truly have a couple of days and he's not just given that as a false sense of security, perhaps resting before we go forward would be the most advisable in the case of health for everyone involved.
I wouldn't mind that.
Right. You guys rest at Toby's hideout. It's cramped. Like, Toby has 1 bed for Toby. So everyone's kind of like sleeping on the floor.
Toby should sleep in the bed, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
just making the best of this bad situation.
With enough morphine, I can sleep anywhere, but...
No, but you're injured. Sleep on bed.
all right, I'll take the bed.
You got
I'll
people
arm
in the
wrestle you for
bathtub.
it. I'll arm wrestle you for it later, Ellie.
Yeah.
My arm's a little bad right now, if you can't tell.
As night befalls us and we all begin to fall asleep, the last thing Ellie will say as we all are just laying in our respective corners and or parts of the floor is just a quiet, "Sorry, everybody."
Ellie,
No.
Ellie. We went over this. We went this
Good night.
together. Good night.
Deep in the night, once everyone is asleep, Nemo has been posted up by the door, which is where she usually is at night, because she lies about whose turn it is in the rotation. She is going to make her way over to Ellie's corner and keep her eyes on the door and fold herself up kind of in the crook of Ellie's arm and put her head on Ellie's chest and watch the door from there, just cuddled up next to her.
Ellie's just gonna put her hand on sort of Nemo's hair a little bit and give her a hug. And fall asleep.
Very sweet. The next morning arises. You guys, where are you going? Heading back to Ronin's?
So.
I guess that's the plan.
Yeah.
All right. You kind of get up, pack up. Oh man, some of you, like, your backs are hurting because like you had to sleep in nooks and crannies on the floor, hard wooden floor. Toby doesn't have a lot of extra blankets, but you made the best of a bad situation. And you head out. You make your way back into the quarantine zone to like the secret tunnels. You come into Ronin's. Ronin is currently playing a chess game with Sue, who has agreed to stay here because of the recent insurrection. And like, you guys just walk in, right? Ronin like flips the board and is like, "God damn it, Sue! I'm sick and tired of the way you cheat at this game." And Sue's like, "I mean, it's just chess. I ain't cheating. I'm just playing how it is." Nah. Next time we playing something like checkers or tic-tac-toe. tired of this shit.
Weaver's gonna look at Ellie and go, I'll make the eggs this time, and disappear into kitchen.
You go back and help a very, very disgruntled Ronin who, the entire time you're cooking, is just bitching about how stupid of a game chess is. How like.
And Weaver's doing, oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, it moves in an L, but it moves like in a not L, because if it's an L, it needs to be drawn one way, and sometimes it's upside down, and sometimes it's up to the left. And who made this game? What idiot made this game?
Someone with too much time on their hands, I think, yeah. Definitely.
Thank you. Here's a shot on the house.
Weaver's like, thinks about what time it is, and then takes the shot. Mavis like, yeah, thank you.
And bishops, why they gotta move diagonal? Should they like convert the other pieces or something?
Hey, Ronan.
Like that makes sense.
Ronan.
Yeah, Ellie.
Get out here. We have a conversation to have with you.
Right. Eggs are almost ready.
Anyway, you're absolutely right. It's a load of rubbish. And how are you supposed to tell how one side's supposed to move versus the other? It makes no logical sense.
Thank you. But eventually, eggs, bacon, hash browns. It seems like when Ronin was put into a fury, she actually went even farther to make you a better breakfast. Like, you're getting sausages, hash browns, like biscuits with gravy, and she's like laying out a fucking Thanksgiving dinner, just screaming the entire time, until eventually she just plops down at the end of the table and starts like digging in and serving herself.
Yeah, Nemo is loading up a massive plate and putting it before Tobias. Eat this. You need strength. Okay, go ahead.
Nemo, this is. Oh my. Okay, all right.
You should
I
eat it.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. Great. Cool.
This is enough of Frey, Nemo. I'm gonna do my best.
Your hand literally came off, so I think.
She's right, Tobias. Everyone dig in. We've got some things to talk about.
Where's Frey?
Mountain of eggs in front of me, but okay.
Frey's ordering the glass of eggs. Standard protocol.
Yeah.
Maeve like, I've got this. Oh God, yeah.
Well,
Ronan, we've got things to talk to you about. I'll handle this. Frey, you're disgusting. And makes your raw eggs and Tabasco and salt and pepper, and it's just like.
Oh my God, you nailed it! I didn't even have to tell you. Oh, thank you.
Ellie will
never forget this.
Ellie will post up sitting on the bar while people are with a little plate of food, but is posted up Chesterfield on lap and is just watching the door.
Sue is tuning his guitar next to you.
You're eating, right, Ellie? You're eating? I don't see. You should be eating.
Big middle finger comes up.
No, okay, you should be eating though. Everyone's having a tough.
Look over and give Nemo yeah, I'm eating, Nemo. Look, and then just put a clear bite in my mouth.
Good, thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you do for me.
Biggest middle finger of all time.
As you can see, things are going really well so far, Ronan. How's your morning? Actually, don't answer that.
Man,
I know
you've just game.
You've just played chess with Sue.
It's a morning. It is.
All right, Ellie. Or someone who knows more about this than me, probably take the lead while I stuff some eggs in my mouth, please.
All right. Ronan. We
What you want, pretty boy?
Pretty boy. Okay. We're looking.
That
for
wasn't a compliment.
All right then. We're looking for the Frey Core. We wonder. This is the best place to find a lead, because we know the best people always have the ears to the ground, and we figure you're one of the best people. Can you point us in the right direction, if you may?
Why on God's green earth do you want to find the Frey Core?
Because we got a lead against one of Bradley's people. And we hope that if we get a lead and we follow this lead, then maybe all of us are going to be a little bit more safe. Safer.
Yeah,
Alright.
Ronan, did you ever get a look at any of the three of them? Or was
No,
it all
I
just-
didn't, because I was unconscious.
So do you know a name Jimmy? Used to be a part of the Frey Corps, not so much anymore.
I don't. Look. All right, you want to find the Frey Corps? I'll help you find the Frey Corps. Because you know what? You're probably going to go in there and die. And then that's going to take a lot of stress off my shoulders. Because I'm not fond of y'all. Y'all brought nothing but trouble here. So I'm gonna send you on your way to fix the trouble that you made. All right? You fix that trouble. And all right. Here's what it is.
Running. If we fix this trouble, we won't be in any more trouble. But more importantly, you won't be in any more trouble. So you want to help us out. You want your body to be safe? That's how
Damn
you do
straight
it.
I do. This is all your fault. You'll vanish in my fucking tenants and vanishing for a few days.
Exactly. You help us, we help you.
I told you, Ronan, you want to turn me in, you can. Go for it. You're not part. You don't have to be part of this. You want to help
Shut
us
the
out?
hell up, Ellie. Don't bring down me. That is fucking turn you in. Shut up and eat your goddamn eggs. All right.
Do this and you get an entire round on me. How about that, Ronan? Help us out and I'll take you out.
What'd you say?
Help us, and I'll pay for your drinks.
No. After that,
Jade experience.
you take me out to a place of my choosing.
Done.
Wait, are all of us taking you out, Ronan? Or
No, Ellie's taking me out. You all ain't coming.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Biggest
Very
middle
stressful.
finger of all time reemerges from the Ellie corner of the room.
All right,
All right.
that's great. Nemo's just straight up just like looking at me, like no subtlety whatsoever.
Meave is smirking.
All right.
Because Meave, Meave
Alright,
knows
look.
two things after all this time about Ronan, and one of them is that she shows her fondness for people with straight up aggression. The angrier she is, the more she likes you.
So, Ronan, are you going to do it? Or are you going to help us out?
Yeah. All right. Look. You don't want to mess with the Freight Corps. They are a military division that branched off from the guild. I mean, they were the bee's knees. They were an elite division that the guild pissed off and decided to go pay the guild guards a little bit of cash, a little bit of script on the side. You might be able to get in there, but it is a wasteland of landmines and traps, and I mean, the guild guards will let them know you're coming, but you're not going to find them. They're going to find you. Powdersburg's rough. It's a dangerous place. And it's one of those areas where the undead aren't so subtle.
Better for us to be found by the Frey Corps, some people we know, than found by Cannon.
Powdersburg. That's all I can say. I would definitely recommend bribing the guards.
Guards? Yeah.
Are we gonna flip for our health and reset the deck, or are we counting this as like a D&D style long rest?
D&D style long rest. Not a new adventure. You don't get to draw new
But we
cards
do
yet.
get natural healing, right?
Yes.
Well, the
So
only
that's
reason
the
I
long
said
rest.
reset the deck is because we have one card left, not because I'm
It is whether or not we draw a new twists hand would be the difference.
Okay, so Brent, what we're trying to say is, do we do a D&D long rest, or do we do natural healing a la rules as written, where we each draw a card, and we would reset the deck and then draw twist cards too?
You know what? I'll let you all natural heal.
Natural heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But we're not resetting the deck as in we all draw completely new twist hands, right?
Real quick,
So
I'll run you
we will be
through.
resetting the deck because we're out of cards.
Because we're
but
out
I
of
mean,
cards, yeah.
we're not throwing away all the twist hand we have
No.
right now and getting a new one.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
We're just drawing
you get
drawing
one new
another
twist card because we're resetting the deck, but
Great.
that's all.
I got a 1 and a 2, and I'm doing so well, you guys.
Yep, it's you make a 1, 2, 3 healing flip.
Yeah, so if it's a weak card, so I drew a weak card, so I'm gonna restore 1 hit point. 1, 2, 3.
Moderate is 2, severe is 3. Yep.
Exactly.
Can someone someone reset the deck, please?
Yes, let me get on that.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to figure that out before we got our butts handed to us again.
As I'm gonna take another bite of my food, right? Sitting nearby the exit of the bar, Ellie just turns, kind of looks at Ronan as Ronan sort of provides the information of go bribe the guards, go into Powdersburg. You're gonna be found by the Frey Corps. And Ellie's just gonna stare at Ronan one more time and say, "Do you want to come with us? You're in this now, and I really don't want to see you get hurt."
I mean, I'm half tempted, but no. If anyone comes in here, I work damn hard to get this bar, and I ain't letting the devil himself take it away from me.
Sounds good. Sue, you sticking around, or you're coming with?
Well, I'm thinking about things. I'm gonna come with. Not yet.
Ronan,
I think you'll see me when you need me.
I know you're fully capable, Ronan, but will you be alright here alone?
I'll be damn alright. You all just make sure you get back here because one of y'all will run up a tab. So I need you to come back alive to pay that tab. I'm gonna be very upset if y'all dead.
Different topic, Ronan. You haven't seen Kit, right?
Oh, the little wheelbarrow rolling around all the time?
Yeah, since you were unconscious, I guess.
Yeah. He helped me build the piano. I've been, sending him out back, having him burn it.
He's here? He's here now?
Well, he's out back burning all the rest of the piano.
Right, thanks. Okay. Nemo's gonna go get her robot immediately.
It is whistling. It has a new blowtorch installation and is just cooking the rest of this piano.
Hey! Kneel down, arms out. Hey! You okay? You alright?
It whistles, rolls over, puts its hands on your face. One of it is a red-hot blowtorch
Alright,
that
put that
kind
away.
of hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
And it just looks at you and whistles and beeps in the utmost excitement.
Good. Okay, good. Right, don't know what Dr. McMorning would do with you anyway, but... Right, okay. You want to, Are you happy here?
It does a little, fist pump in the air.
Okay. Well, if you're happy here, then maybe this is a good place for you to be, then, right?
Its little clawed hand grabs your hand, and it just, kind of starts to pull you back into the bar and into the room.
Okay.
Once you are led into the room, it opens up like a closet door, and you can see on the back of the door, using its blowtorch, it has made a very long image of a tall man in a top hat.
Oh, buddy, has he been visiting you too?
There's these excited hand gestures and beeps and squeaks, and he's pointing. It looks like he's trying to tell you something, but
He's been keeping you safe?
I mean, it beeps, beats, excitedly waves its hands. Just, it's trying to tell you something, but...
Right, well, we can work that out. Do you want to... do you want to come with us, or do you want to stay here with Ronan?
It shakes its head, yes, at staying with Ronan.
Okay. Is it okay if I come back for you later?
It takes its little clawed hand, grabs yours, detaches the blowtorch, and drops it in your hand.
Thanks, buddy. You know, and if the nighttime friend tells you anything, you know you can trust it, right? He's looking out for you. Like I would, right?
Excited punching gestures.
Yeah. Right, okay, chin up. I'll rejoin everybody else.
Right.
Sorry.
Everybody ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
It's a lovely breakfast. Thank you, Ronan.
Ronan looks at you, glares at you, tips her hat, and says, "Don't you fucking die on me."
We'll do our best.
One of you have a tab, and I swear to God, if you die on me.
Listen, Ronan, I have 25 cents, so if that'll cover it, I'm very happy to,
We only accept tabs on Sunday. It's Thursday.
Ronan, I couldn't die if I tried. Let's go.
Ronan, I'll do my best, but we'll see what happens.
I'm watching you, Toby.
Hey, look after Kip, right?
Oh, that little bastard's the best help I've ever
I
had.
take on him a little bastard. You treat him well.
Oh, he's a little
Little
bastard.
bastard's
and
best help I ever had.
I go up and I slap Ronan on the shoulder. Thanks. Good luck. Shout
You
if
owe me
need us.
dinner. Yep. Come back. You owe me dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ellie, as we're walking out of the building, Nemo's just gonna be annoying. We don't have to roleplay.
What is the one thing Nemo says? Like, what is that?
Okay, so Ellie, are you thinking Jade experience, restaurant, something a little bit more private, under the stars?
Well, apparently it's going to be her choice, so we'll see what she says.
Sounds like she was looking for dinner.
Yeah, I'm thinking something under the stars would be kind of nice.
Gonna make her a picnic.
No. Just go buy out, right? Like, go get a pizza or something.
You're gonna take a takeout pizza in somebody's backyard. Is that what you're gonna do?
That could be a thing, Nemo. Like,
It
get a
could be.
pizza,
Ellie.
take it out.
Ellie, you want to look under the stars? You're gonna have to go outside the city. Look up at the smog in the sky.
Quarantine Zone has some quite nice views because nobody needs the lights on there.
Ah, yeah, you can
Tobias.
defend. You can defend her, Ellie.
Tobias, you'd be surprised. I bet you I can find some stars here.
All right. Good luck with that. Gonna have to owe me one to help you clear out the zombies.
Maybe I'll take you out on some date or something like that where you could go see some stars, huh?
Oh yeah, after on, and you take me out. I'll be here. I'll be here waiting.
Done. And I just look at Nemo.
Yep.
Sorry, was that something you said, Nemo?
No, I didn't say. Right, where are we
What's
going
happening?
next? Where's the next place that we're going? Is there a place we're going next, or are we just going to talk about dating all the time? Because you're a little bit of a, like, if you're taking out quite a lot of people, Ellie, is that just something that you do? You just take out a lot of people? Anyway, where are we going next?
I do actually take out a lot of people. A lot of contracts I've fulfilled, Nemo.
Yeah, great. Smart, you're so clever, and I like you so much. So where are we going?
Powder's
Slightly confused. Tobias, like, what? What's going on here?
Smeve is smirking through the grand majority of all of this conversation. Just
fucking sucks.
Yeah, Powdersburg.
So, you guys make your way across town to the gate of Powdersburg.
Can I give on the way over just like the bare bones keystones to Frey of just like, we worked with the Frey Corps once upon a time. They're generally good. They work with the Union. We've done some work for them. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Well, the problem is you don't need to talk to the Frey Corps or the Union. You need to talk to the Guild. Once you get up to the gate, there are watchtowers. There's been a lot of times you guys have gone into the quarantine zone, but this place is much, much more fortified. The top of the wall has barbed wire. There are watchtowers where like lights shine on you, snipers up in the nest. And when you come up, immediately someone sort of like rides out on a horse, this fancy boy with like a red peacoat, and he's like, "Hold there. What is it you want here? Powdersburg is off limits.
You guys are about to make me blow my
elbow
12.
Tobias hard.
You guys are about to make me blow my 12 that I just pulled. Hail! Oh, look at you, hail! Good sir, we're passing through on business.
Yes. My name is Thaddeus Coppersnitch, and I am the captain of this current regiment. Toby, you know that captain is a very, very high rank in the guild, and there's no way that someone is a captain of a fucking door, essentially.
Captain Coppersnitch, you say? Oh, I believe I've heard that
Yes.
name somewhere.
Of the Coppersnitches from Wisconsin.
From Wisconsin. Oh my god, Earthside? Wow, that's very far away. Oh my
Yes, we had a few plantations out there. What is it you want here, peasant?
The Wisconsinites are sending people all the way out here. Oh my god. I didn't know I was dealing with the royalty. Excuse me. Let everyone, let's bow. On one knee. Ellie. I know.
Can I make a history check? On Coppersnitches of Wisconsin?
You can make a history check.
Hell yeah. Are we friends? What's my TN?
For you, because you are from Wisconsin. Target number 7.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna blow this. I really need to know about these Coppersnitches.
You're gonna cheat?
Absolutely. I need to know.
Ellie.
I need to know. What's up? I got it with a 11.
You're thinking about like the Coppersnitches. You've heard that name before. There's a plumbing company in Wisconsin. Coppersnitch Plumbing Company uses the purest copper pipes to make sure your shit goes where it needs to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do I know any of the family members?
Like you've heard of them. Like you've never met them or anything, but like it's a successful business, but it is pumping poo.
I would like to aid Tobias in his next venture with this exchange with the Coppersnitches by just sort of while Tobias is like, everybody bow. Right. What is Tobias saying? And then I'm going to add into that.
Everyone bow. Make sure you show the Coppersnitches proper respect for what they do here for our great city. And he's going to go down on one knee and lower his head.
Yeah, showing respect. I know about the Coppersnitches. Hey, I'm a Wiley from Wisconsin too. You know?
Wiley, I don't think I've heard of that household.
Yeah,
what is it you do?
Factory worker back home.
Oh,
Ironworks.
I always respect someone who can, lay some pipe, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, that's right. Make this shit go where it needs to go. Am I right?
A lot of people around here don't understand how important sewage is. Have you seen the lake nearby?
Have you seen the sewers here?
I don't want to see the sewers, but I can just say, if the Coppersnitches had more pull in this city, you would not see bodies floating down the lake.
Well, I can tell you right now, the man that you're talking to, the one standing right over there, gesture to Tobias.
This one.
Got some pull. Should listen to what he has to say.
Well.
Of course. And Tobias stands up after a solid 20 seconds of bowing, show his proper respect. Of course, I do work for the Tatler myself, and I can put out an ad for the Coppersnitches to make the city worth as much as it is, to make the Coppersnitch name worth as much as it is in Wisconsin. And it sounds, if what Ellie says, it sounds pretty fucking damn decent.
Oh,
I'd like to give you that here in this city, the wonderful city of Malifaux. What do you say? Good sir.
You come up and you speak the richest of honey words I have ever heard. And I will admit, I'm swooning in my saddle. But
a genuine beehive I am. Yes, sir.
I don't know if I can trust you. If anything, Papa Coppersnitch always told me to never trust a deal that's too good. So give me a barter or bewitch, Toby. Target number 8.
Because
With an advantage because Jake laid that out. So target number 8 with advantage.
And that is Barter, Bewitch, or Convince.
It's up to you.
Okay. Target number 8, you say? Yes.
You have advantage.
I do have advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got advantage because I drew an ace, but I have an advantage. So that is going to be a 13, 14, 15, 16. 16.
Well.
Within a few margin of success, if I do say so myself.
Hattersburg is always quite dangerous, I must say. And you and me, me, tea time, coffee, my treat. We're going to set something up. I can definitely tell that you are not the vagabonds wanting to go into the quarantine zone for some sort of nefarious thing, but you are actual gentlemen who understand the meaning of plumbing.
You flatter me, good sir. You flatter me, good sir.
You flatter me. No, you flatter me, good sir.
Of course, we will have this tea time. We will discuss your advertisements about the Coppersmith name in all of its glory.
Copper snitch.
Copper snitch. Of course. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I humbly bow before your grandeur.
And I'm so sorry I corrected you. You're so radiant. That luscious hair. Oh my God. Yes.
Must be on our way. We will on our return. We will of course discuss tea time and your advertisements and your grandeur. We will absolutely do that.
Well, but before you, what are you doing in Powdersburg? I would like to assist you. It's a very dangerous area. I don't know if you want business adventures, but I can assure you there's no business in there. What brings you to my humble kingdom that I now rule over?
We are looking for the most unsavory individuals you can imagine. Think of them, the most unsavory individuals you can imagine. And then worse than that, we're looking for them. If you could provide a map of Powdersburg and maybe the notable addresses, we would be happy.
You are hunting undead?
We're hunting undead, but we're hunting resurrectionists.
Ooh, the resurrectionists are nefarious. I can send you to some pockets of the undead, but warn you, I would not like to see you cut by shrapnel or razor blades. This is a place where a terrible, terrible attacker to the crown, a treasonous group lives.
Oh no.
Sir, we are the noblest knights you can imagine. We have only goodness on our side, and we will root this scum and villainy out. You need only point the way.
At this point in time, Ellie is looking back at the other three, just being like, "Are we kidding me right now? This is."
Ellie.
Thaddeus, get to pointing then, so our gallant steeds and such like can get us to these fuckers.
Knight Ellie and Knight Nemo. Will you please let me work my magic?
As you call out that we all look like knights, and gallant knights at that, I look at myself in just tattered leather, covered in my own dry blood, and probably smelling like horse shit at this point, and shrug a little bit.
Tip your hat,
just
Sir
has
Prey.
this face the whole time.
Of course. Our scholars, not the noblest of sorts, but as we do.
Copper Snitch is so enraptured. He says, usually I send out my bully boys to come and, take a bit of script from people who want to come in, because we have people coming in so often who want to join the Freight Corp. You need to worry about them, but don't you worry. I can see that you are a man of sophistication. I shall have my men fire off some flares to let them know you are coming. That way you won't be ambushed and killed in your sleep, or, when you're least suspecting, which in this dreary, terrible city, it is so rare to find a man of sophistication. A man who can truly appreciate the power and the beauty of indoor plumbing.
Right, are you done?
It is so rare. He puts his hand on him. Of course, it is so rare to find a paladin such as yourself who is ready to defend honorability and nobility and sophistication, might I add. Thank you.
Men, fire off 2 flares. I will not see any harm come to the head of this distinguished gentleman who understands the power of poop flow. Fire away, men! And 2 flares fly off into the air. You nod to him, he nods to you, and just like talks to some of his guards about like, oh, the sophistication. Now that is an educated gentleman. That's the type of person we do in the guild. Blah 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 blah. And you guys make your way in.
As we pass through, I want to lean into Tobias and whisper, "How many dicks did you have to suck to get a safe house?"
And while they're passing the gentleman, Meave is gonna like extend their arms and like bow and then like walk past. Don't say a damn word, but they sure do a real flourishy bow and keep going.
Nemo, I owe some people some favors. That's all I'm gonna say about it right now, okay?
Yeah, no, I'm getting a better image of what exactly those favors are right now.
Yeah, don't you worry about it. If I ever speak like that again, fucking kill me. And he keeps walking.
So you make your way into Powdersburg. Unlike different areas of the quarantine zone that you've gone into, this place, like most of the buildings, have collapsed on themselves. This is not like a town area. This is an area that looks like it was once a great city. So you have these, 30-story tall skyscrapers that have just post-apocalyptic style fallen on themselves. It is like New York City having been nuked and everything is collapsing. And as you're moving in, you begin to understand why it's called Powdersburg. There is gritty, gray, brown powder that seems to be everywhere. A reminiscent, lingering powder from a war that once happened long, long ago. But the silt, the fresh powder, when the breeze blows through, it's like the finest of sand, and it gets in your neck collar, it gets up your sleeves, it gets freaking everywhere, and it's so irritating. It just moves right into your clothes, and you can see it kind of sticking and coating these different massive buildings as you make your way through the city.
Lovely place.
Place. Powdersburg? They weren't lying. He wipes it off his clothes. It's disgusting. Disgusting.
Yeah, not a fan.
So with all of that, then, the Freycore going to be avoiding us or know exactly where we are?
As far as you know, Toby, they'll find you.
Yeah.
The Freycore is very, very secretive. Like, no one knows where the Freycore headquarters is.
Yeah, no, don't you worry. They'll find us.
Yeah, can I do a notice check to see if anyone's watching us?
Roll me a target number 11 notice check.
You got it. Oh, baby, that's a 17.
Yeah, buddy.
You are walking along. And again, like, the horror, the fear of Powdersburg is, where did all the people go? You have 30-floor apartment buildings, just all stacked next to each other. You have this big New York City-style area. And it's empty. There's no one here. It's calm. Thousands and thousands of people once lived here, and it's empty. And Frey, as you are walking along, you look down and you see a brief sheen of light. You stop, crouch down, and notice that it's a tripwire. You follow it into one of the windows, and you can see a strange-looking device with rusted nails and razor blades sort of attached to the interior wall that if you would have tripped that, it would just spray out right in your face.
Y'all, hold up 1 sec here. And I follow the line, like walk down the line, and I find the device. I'd like to dismantle it, keep it as intact as possible, and hold on to it, if that's all right.
There are checks for messing around with bombs if you want to do it. I will tell you what they are, because if you do not have them, I don't want to kill you.
Lock picking.
Engineering.
Which is based off
and
intelligence,
explosives.
I'm supposed.
Engineering and explosives are both intelligence. Do you want to try to disarm this bomb, Frey? It is a target number 11.
Nope. Hard pass.
I could try.
Ellie, you
want
still don't have an arm. I don't want you to lose your other arm over this.
Nor do I.
I'm sorry, this is a tripwire? Can we step over it?
Oh, you can.
Of course we can step over it, but I'm just... If we can dismantle it, it's something that I was thinking maybe we could use in the future, since we're being hunted by pretty much psychopaths. So, just thought, but if it's too difficult, we can just walk right by. No problem.
Right. Frey. We're looking for the Freight Corps here. Freight Corps. We're looking for the Freight Corps. They're the most prepared military bunch in the world. This world, Earth, 2 worlds. If anyone can handle themselves, it's probably them.
Sure. All right. No harm, no foul. Do
My
not
guess
trip over the wire.
would be that it's set up by the Frey Corps, right? And if they are as friendly with us as I would like to believe, maybe they'll just supply us rather than Ellie maybe losing, the other 3 quarters.
100%. Don't touch the wire, and we all step over.
90% sure they already know we're here.
Yeah, no, thanks, Frey.
You keep an eye out in the front, Frey.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. You move farther into the city. Eventually, you come to what kind of looks like a calmer area. The buildings are smaller. There's a cute little fountain. The water is tepid, black. Mold has surfaced on the front of it. And as you approach, you begin to hear sort of a scuffling, a movement coming from around one of the buildings.
Ellie, we did leave on good terms, right?
With them?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. We completed the task. We did what they technically wanted us to do in innocence.
What did we do?
I mean, with these folks, I had just assumed these are the same type of folks as the Arcanists, right?
Skitter.
The Frey Corps were the ones who sent us into the train station. They're the ones who wanted us to do that heist.
Yeah, but we did it
Nemo for a
good
moment
cause.
looks like she has no idea what you're talking about, but then she is going to start steering you for some place to duck down behind.
I'm pretty sure that it was the Frey Corps who sent us on that, unless it was an Arcanist.
I'm sure you're right, yeah.
As you talk politics, from around the corner, hunched on all fours, is a large German shepherd. But the ribs are literally poking out of its sides. You can see that the flesh has pulled back, and you can see the actual bone. And as it stares up at you with milky white eyes. Clenched in its jaws is a severed arm that is flexing, like it's desperately trying to grab onto something, and it just biggest growl, and you can hear the bones crunching in its mouth as it just clamps its jaw where like the flesh has peeled back, like it's been burnt, bones sticking out, blackened, and it looks at you with those dead white eyes. And then shuffling behind it is the owner of said arm, wearing a crimson guild coat with a rapier and a pistol at its side. And then from out of the fountain, a head rises up. And from out of a house, a body shuffles out. And one by one by one, a swarm dead creatures fill the area.
I'm gonna make sure that Tobias and Ellie are behind me.
Frey's gonna draw his hammer and just say, well, I don't think they're gonna negotiate.
Nope. All right, so we're opening up a map and going into combat.
Really? But we're
Alright.
friends, right? What
With
are
the
you talking
undead
about?
dog rats. Oh yeah.
I'm a zombie. We're not all bad.
Well, no.
What map is it, Boobala?
Let it begin.
It is downtown Malifaux.
Do you want us to draw initiative?
Yes.
And you're tracking it, right?
I will.
Oops, the boobles. Somebody
It's
picked
fine,
up
it's
the whole table.
It's fine. It's back.
All right. Oh yeah. Where are we all? So Nemo and Ellie are together right now. Ellie has pulled out she had her gun out. Her not big gun, but little gun.
Yeah, Nemo just, not particularly effectively, I don't know if it actually changes our movement, but tried to push Ellie behind her and would also like to try to push Tobias behind her if he's anywhere near her.
I'll fall behind. It's fine.
Good, correct, good.
All right, I need everyone to give me initiative.
Yeah,
So we're going to start with Nemo.
10.
Nemo's a
Maths,
10.
if that makes a difference.
Toby?
8.
Ellie?
14.
Oh, geez. Meave?
Elf.
Elf?
12.
Oh, I was like, elf?
I also heard elf.
Frey?
So Frey's gonna step up in front of the crowd. He's gonna make sure that he is quite a distance away from the team. Not too far, but quite a distance. And he got a 3 initiative.
Oh, jeez. Zombies.
I'm so glad that the tanks are mostly at the bottom of initiative. That's really good for us, I think.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. They are on a initiative, like 6. The doggos are on initiative 9.
Where are we on the map? Where should we be putting ourselves?
You guys should put yourself all the way at the right side.
Okay.
Like way over here.
Where are we? Where's our tokens?
You have to drag yourself over from the character menu. It's under the actors directory on the Forge.
Roger that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put people out. I'll drag all of us out here so that we can.
Thank you, Jake.
Should work so that I can drag more than just me. Hey, there's Frey. There's Meave. Where's Meave? Here comes Tobias Cook. there's the team.
Me, where would you like to be? I kind of shoved Tobias and Ellie around as Nemo would. Alright.
Okay, there's the zombie dog.
Let's see here.
I can't even see the zombie dog. It's not in my
Oh,
little
it's
window of
far-
light.
Oh, I'm just doing like global light.
I don't know how to see global light. Everything is in the dark for me.
Oh, I just did it.
Oh my god, it's so dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I
There we
can't
go.
see
Mine's
any
loading
enemy.
now. Okay. Thank you.
Click
Have
on
to
one of
move.
the click on one of the enemies. So if you click on that little rat down by, if you click on Frey, get Frey's vision, and then click on the rat in the bottom left corner,
They
you
can
get
see
global
everything.
light.
Okay, awesome. Rats everywhere. Okay.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm not even worried.
Yeah, we're gonna do great.
It's fine. There we are. That feels right. That feels like where beef would be.
All right.
Eyes is
Top
totally
of the
at back.
round with a 14 is Ellie. Ellie, if you can see the whole map, you have about 12 zombies coming at you. Immediately, the zombie behind the dog that came out doesn't seem as slow or dumb as the rest of them. He literally pulls out his pistol, cocks it, aims it at you with one hand.
Big
Oh my
yikes.
God. Okay. That's new. Is this like one of those? Is this resurrectionist shit? I'm thinking back to the lecture that Frey and I had to sit in.
Give me a target number 9 history check.
Just that. 12.
There are certain resurrectionists who can instill a little bit of the lingering spirit of their victims to where they can actually operate weapons, swords, guns, and whatnot.
All right, these things are a little bit smarter.
Very good.
Yep.
Lovely.
So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. From behind Meave, Ellie is going to take aim with her pistol, her clockwork pistol, and just take 2 shots. The first shot is going to be a 13 of rams. To hit this
Who
thing.
are you shooting at?
I'm shooting at the nearest zombie here. I don't know if I can ping.
Just put your cursor over it. Yep, I see it. All right. Its defense is 2.
Oh, okay. So a 13. I got.
Sorry,
broke it.
6.
Oh, thanks.
Not much
Okay.
better, but 6.
Much better. 6. So I broke it by a difference of 6, 5, 11, 13. So I broke it with the none. So I just flip a normal flip for damage. I do moderate damage. So I do 2 points of damage to the zombie for the first shot.
You pull back, cock the trigger. It shoots right through its head, and it kind of stumbles like it's drunk for a couple seconds, and just raises back up, and just continues to move towards you.
All right, a little bit tougher than other things. Take another shot, and miss with a 1 of
With a
rams.
1, you fire. You actually hit it, but like you hit it in the shoulder, but being in true zombie fashion, just, and it doesn't seem to move. Just continues to slug towards you.
When Ellie misses, right, I get to draw a cheat card when I shoot with pistols. So
Nice. Draw a cheat jar.
done. And that's my turn. I'm hiding now, kind of sitting behind Meave and Nemo, having taken 2 shots.
All right. After Ellie, you fire these 2 shots. Like, you can see that this is not just a few zombies. This is the horde that is going to descend on you. You guys are surrounded by buildings. but they are just making their way. And while the zombies are slow, those dogs look very, very fast.
Where are the dogs on the map? What do they look like? Because they all look like zombies to me.
If you scroll in a little bit, they look a little different, and you can actually see the dogs. Yeah, there's 2 dogs on the map.
Okay.
Next up is Meave.
Alright, so Meave is going to attempt to summon Gaki. My first attempt at summoning a Gaki is free because my Immuto reduces my AP from 1 to... Well, it reduces it by 1 to a minimum of 0.
Love it.
Or a maximum 0. So that'll be my first attempt. I need a TN10 of crows. Flipping. That is a 7 of tomes, which does not do it. However, fear not, I have 2 more action points remaining. So I am flipping again to summon a Gaki. That will be a... Ooh, so that's a 9 of crows, but I have to add my necromancy and tenacity, so I think I'm going to make it. 9 of crows. Yep, that's a 14, just adding my necromancy, so I summon a Gaki.
All right.
Gaki...
Where would you like it?
Yes, that's a great question. I love that question. I can summon it within 6 yards of me, and each of these squares is a yard. Correct? It's 5.
5 feet. So
yeah.
essentially,
No, it's
30
a yard.
feet.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Brent, it's not 5 feet. It's a yard.
I'm doing my own
6?
conversion.
A yard is 3 feet.
All right. So how can I ping where I want it? Like here? Nah. Sorry, I'm illiterate at this program apparently. There. Can I put it there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, geez, that's huge.
It's a big boy!
Gaki!
That's a big Gaki.
There you go.
I will delete my little circle that I just played. Thank you. And I have 1 more AP, so I am going to try to
bury a dog.
So you begin to kind of twirl your hands. As you do, just this spirit raises up from the ground, and far, far on the other side of the map, at the end of the road, like a road that is waiting for you, you see a black hooded figure, and the faceless hood looks up at you and says, "Are you sure you want to keep going closer to death?" And then it disappears like ash on the wind.
Okay. That's pretty much Meave's response to it.
You
Okay.
summon a Gaki.
I do the thing. Gonna do Spirit Beacon with my yeah. I'm like, is Spirit Beacon actually an AP? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Seishin. So my slightly dumber spirits. I think I can just summon them. I do this every time. I go, can I just summon them? Because it just
There's
feels...
one of them you
I
have to discard a card.
a twist card. Yep. It just feels so easy in comparison to everything else. But yeah, so I'm going to summon a Seishin within 3 yards of me. So that'll be... I'll ping that little guy. 1, 2, 3 next to Frey.
So
There.
the Seishin,
Force
is
head.
that the thing you summoned in the insane asylum where it like this kind of a specter?
Yes. Yep, that's my Seishin.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. So I've got my Seishin out. I've got my Gaki out. Now my Gaki can move, but is slow, so can only do one thing. So the Gaki, which for some reason is there we go. The Gaki can move 40. Sorry, I'm squinting at my screen. I think he can move normal amounts, but he's slowed. So I'm just gonna have That's all
his
he can really do
movement.
because he's
Yep.
got to be within range 1 to do
He's a
anything to anyone.
He's a subordinate character, right?
He doesn't quite operate like a normal subordinate character, as I understand it. I don't have to command him, but his thing is that he is slowed upon summoning, so he'll be able to do 2 AP of movement next turn.
Okay.
So he's just gonna move. I don't think I can move this guy. He's gonna move like here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll do it. And just to keep in mind, that puts him in melee of those two, which I think puts them at a sort of disadvantage.
All right, this
For range, at
ghostly
least.
man in a kilt, just like sort of floats up, chains hanging from him, and moves next to the zombos.
Yep.
All right. After me is Nemo.
Right.
Nemo, you see all of these creatures descending.
Right. I cannot run fast enough to get any of them to attack them on this turn. I would like to move into a position to hide, and I cannot remember how many. I believe the first time we decided that hiding was a 0 AP action, and they had to perceive on their turn, but I think we decided against that later. Do we want to say it's 1 AP to hide?
If you find an area to hide, if
What
you
I would-
move and use an AP to hide, you can.
Yeah, my plan is to move under the awning of this building here and hide and be ready to attack anything that comes up this way. I
I
can't quite
need
get under
you
the
to
awning
make
here.
a target number 11 will save.
Will save.
Yeah.
All right. All right, that's gonna be a 13, and since I succeeded on that will save, whoever did that to me takes 2 points of damage.
Oh.
Because
What's
my
that?
mind is a terrible place to be. Anyone trying to enter it takes damage.
No, nobody likes that. That's not as cool.
I love that. But here's the thing. The quarantine zone is filled with these magical lanterns that are
Can
meant
I
to...
burst to the lantern with my mind?
I will say you burst a lantern. That like, it calls to you and you're running and you look at it and it just like starts like... Zzz, it just pops and like arcane energy falls down. But like that lantern was calling to you. You got distracted for a second and it just exploded from the trauma that you've experienced.
Alright, since I succeeded, I'm going to use that cover as my chance to hide, since that sparked somewhere else. I'm not going to give
Flip me a
myself
stealth
advantage,
check.
but just for flavor. What's
me a stealth
my
check.
target number for my stealth check?
We're gonna see. They don't even have perception.
It would be
geez.
notice, which is cunning.
Zombies are real bad.
That's good for me. I would love it if they were bad, because I did not flip well.
Just don't flip a black joker.
Alright, I got an 8 of rams for my stealth check.
You're good. They're a -5.
Okay, and I don't, because it wasn't a crow, I don't get anything special, but I'm very sneaky.
These are zombos. You easily slip around, and they're just like drooling. A few teeth fall out, just shuffling over towards their victims.
Alright, that's all
After
I can do on my
Nemo
turn.
is with a 9, the doggos. Doggos with a movement of. Yep. All right, this doggo is going to move.
When you call him a doggo, I don't want to kill them. Is the thing.
Yeah, it makes me feel bad. Can you call them zombie dogs?
This zombie monstrosity that was once a dog.
Zoggies?
No, I'm
Appreciate
afraid
that.
I can't.
These are bad dogs.
Bad dogs. I'll
There's
kill
no
a
such
bad
thing
dog.
as a bad dog.
Well, I'll kill a bad dog.
These are bad boys. Where'd the other one go? Well, he should have been back
No
here.
such
So.
thing as bad dogs. Only bad owners.
Okay, but the owner is also bad.
Dog's fault.
We could just shoot the owners.
Yes, that's my plan.
There's there's an owner very far away, and I don't have a gun.
While the dogs are moving,
It's okay. I got a gun.
Frey,
Yeah.
you're going to attack.
Yeah.
This thing is just going to freaking charge you, jump at your throat, and try to rip it out of your, throat. So can I get 2 defense saves at a target number 9?
Oh man, it's a meaty throat. 2 defense saves. There's a 4. So that would be a 6.
What is the suit?
Crows.
Thank you.
Okay. And then I also got an 8 of tomes.
So you get hit twice.
Okay.
Each time they automatically get a crow because you also flipped a crow, you get another crow. So you have 3 stacks of poison as this thing just like shuffles, jumps up and digs its mouth right into your shoulder. Black and green ooze begins to pour out. Can I get you to flip those damage flips? What did you flip for the first one?
Sure. Do I add anything?
Well, what did you flip for the first one?
You're wearing your armor, right?
I rolled, so...
Severe damage.
Yeah, so the first one's 13.
Don't you have a thing for moderate or severe damage, though? Aren't you just the biggest, buffest boy?
With
heal on
severe
severe,
damage, well, he has armor, so instead of 4, he'll take 3.
Mm-hmm. I have to flip a certain suit for the...
Oh, okay, sorry.
Flip the next one for damage.
Alrighty. Let me just kind of really quick just double check that suit before I forget things. Nope, that's not it. Okay, here we go. Next one is a 7 of ram.
Moderate damage.
Moderate. All right, so that one would be 3, but 2 because you have armor.
And the strong survive, so I get to heal 1.
Hey.
So with this thing, like, all right, so you take 3 reduced.
And
2
just to
reduced.
explain, yeah, that's my Rams flipping for the defense roll. I get the strong survive, which makes me heal 1 on moderate or severe damage.
This freaking dog man does 5 points of damage to you because like it runs up and it jumps like a freaking torpedo and just grabs your neck and puts its paws on you and begins to rip it out. It does take 2 points of damage, but you take that 5, and on top of that, you have 3 levels of poison.
Okay, so let's talk about the original damage. That put me at 0. So I only healed.
Did you not heal overnight? I also healed you yesterday, and you got doctor checked by 2 separate people yesterday. Did that not bring you to any point?
Ellie did not flip a doctor check for me, so I did not take it into account. You gave me 1 HP, and the rest gave me 2 HP. So I am not at full capacity at all. So I get hit for 5, and then I take -3 of poison. So what does that look like?
Well, hold on. So the -3 will apply at the end of your turn.
Okay. So I need to flip my toughness check, and then the -3 applies?
So you flip your
-3 is not damage, I don't think.
So flip your toughness check because your first iteration of damage set you to 0. So flip your
All right.
toughness check TN10.
All right, give me 1 sec. I love that everyone's frantically trying to keep me alive. Ha! That's not going to do it. 6.
So in the first iteration of damage, Brent, Frey would have fallen unconscious.
Can I cheat a toughness check?
Yes, absolutely you can.
I'm going to cheat that for a 12.
Good. Correct answer.
All right, so then the second iteration of damage applies. Frey has stayed conscious for the second, now to the second iteration of damage, which is 2 damage. So Frey, you take the 2 damage, right, Brent? And then Frey would make a second, now at -2 toughness check. Your health is at -2, and you'll make your second toughness check.
So I'm essentially trying to be a TN12?
Yep.
All right, so I got a 10.
Frey goes down. This dog hits him like a freight train, just lodges onto his throat and just begins to pull. And Frey is overwhelmed and just completely, boom, goes right down.
As Frey is being assaulted, you just hear him say, "The water," and then he just drops.
2 more things for this entire scene. Frey, you trigger your black blood twice. You took 2 iterations of damage.
Yep.
Yeah. So that dog's taken some black blood damage.
Yeah. It's beat up, but it's ravenous and undead.
Okay. So, and then after that, the final bit of it, the entirety. Now we're on the poison phase. I look to Brent. What happens? Is poison
On
plus
Frey's turn, poison hits.
All right, Frey, you would take damage technically.
It's not his turn yet. It's not his turn yet.
Oh, that was the dog. Oh.
Yeah, that was the dog. On his turn, he's gonna have to make another check for poison. Target number 13, or start taking crits. After the dog is Toby.
All right. Frey's down, so he's not engaging this thing anymore, right?
This thing is latched onto his neck, but he's not engaging it.
Okay. Toby's going to pull out his gun, and then attempt to shoot this doggy.
He's engaged enough that you will have to do the rules of firing into combat.
Well, that's why he checked to see if he was engaged.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
He's latched to his neck.
If he's unconscious, he's an object.
He's still engaged because this thing is attacking him.
So, okay. All right. So I'm going to attack to see I'm going to flip to see which one I hit. So the first one got a black joker, which is the first one. Probably the dog.
It's a black joker.
So the dog got the black joker, so it's going to be 0. So I'm probably going to shoot the dog, right?
You flipped the black joker?
Brent,
I flipped the black joker to see which one I hit.
for the dog, Brent.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I see where you're coming from. If you flip from the dog, you hit the dog.
Okay. All right. Now let me see if that was who I was aiming at. Because they're engaged. Okay. So this is going to be 3 plus. What's the target number?
His defense is 10.
10? Okay. All right, let me save my boy Frey. I'm going to cheat with a 12, so that's going to put me at 14?
14, which I believe is double negative?
2 negatives, I think.
No, 1 negative flip. It's 1 negative flip.
One negative.
It's only on tied defense that it becomes double negative flip, unless this thing is hard to kill. Is it hard to kill?
It is hard to wound, so I need 3 negative flips.
3 negatives. I did. Okay, so 3 negative flips. I did flip a black joker or a red joker. So,
red joker, king. Yep.
Is that automatically severe or automatic crit?
Severe plus critical damage, critical effect.
Severe plus a critical effect in that case.
And it's a severe critical effect.
This thing is a minion. It does not need a critical effect. You just pull out that pistol and fucking blow it away, man.
All right, save my boy Frey.
Like you see this thing that Frey's unconscious and its jaws are gripped on its neck and it's throwing him around like a rag doll. The head is shifting back and forth, and you just pull out the pistol, cock, fire, gone. Head exploded. That dog is done.
Gotta save my boy Frey. All right, that's gonna be Tobias' turn.
Oh, right. In the meantime, zombos are going to start going. These ones are going to go 20 feet to Frey. These are going to move 25 feet, 25 feet, 30, 30. Now, zombos are slowed, except for one. The one that has the damn gun here is going to take that gun, cock it, aim it at Ellie. Almost like an old cowboy who has his memory and understands another gunslinger. He's going to try to kill you, Ellie. Because he too once was a gunslinger. So, target number 11.
Defense flips.
Yep. Target number
Okay.
11 versus your defense.
First flip is a fail. I failed.
Hit me again.
Okay. Second flip, I failed again.
All right. So he gets a plus to the damage on each of those.
Okay.
All right. So flip me with damage with your negative because he gets a plus.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So for the first iteration of damage, it was a flip with a negative effect because the differential. So they got a weak damage against me.
That is 2 points of damage.
Okay.
For your armor.
And then the second iteration would be just a single straight flip, again weak damage.
2 more points of damage.
Okay.
Like you see this weird thing where he like licks the 6-shooter chamber right across and just stares at you, that venom tongue hanging out, and continues to point the gun at you. All right.
See him move. He's unconscious. You don't see him worsen or get better.
Brent, if so just to check in about a thing, right? Because Frey's regeneration would trigger 1 first. Frey is technically at a -2 of damage right now when Frey is unconscious. So the regen would trigger once to go to -1. Then the poison would trigger at the end of turn to trigger it back to down to -2. It's really equaling its way out. It sounds like what you're deciding is, does a critical effect apply?
Or does his regeneration null out a critical effect?
Yeah, sorry if I was being vague there, but yeah, my understanding was I hit 0, but the negatives are, or the poisons are taking me to -1, so it's offsetting.
I want to keep it simple. I think it's best to just be like, they cancel each other out. You are unconscious. You don't
I
have
love
to make
that
saves.
decision. Personally,
That's
President
so
of the United
sick.
States, Brent
Yeah,
Hegwood, giving no
let's-
critical
everybody,
effect.
let's pull
I
out
think
that
you're
one.
an awesome game master, and I'm just gonna chill and take a nap.
I feel like I've made a bad decision when you
No,
guys
it's a great
react like
decision.
this.
It's the right decision.
No,
I
that's
feel
the
like
best
I've made a
decision.
bad decision.
Nah, Fred takes a nap. That's his turn. Move it, go.
Woo! All right.
Fuck. Okay.
All right, Frey is down. After that, we are at top of the round. Ellie.
Okay.
All right,
All
Ellis.
right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My girl, you're gonna
Boom.
solve all our problems. My girl.
I come running over. Ellie sort of gets to excuse me, get out of the way, Weave. Comes running over with 1 AP, second AP. Comes charging over and is going to try and punch this zombie with her one arm. She's going in for it.
I mean, just normal strength? Like, you don't have your normal...
It's pugilism. I mean, it's the same thing. Mech arm is... Pugilism and mech arm are the same object.
Okay. Zombo is... Sorry, I have like 5 pages right now open. He is a defensive 6.
Defensive 6?
The Zombos are not defensive boys.
Okay. So in my first attack, I'm going to cheat, come diving in, swing with a 9 on my pugilism, triggering my Tomes TKO to total knock out this creature.
Done. You freaking jump up, Superman punch.
You went muted.
You are completely silent.
All right,
So-
give me a second.
I come stomping over, dive over Frey, and just clock this thing in the face.
Check.
We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear you now.
You're back.
We got you.
All right,
You're back.
we're good. Yeah, you hit it with such force that its head like rotates a few times and just goes slack. There's like this flesh that the bone is broken and it hangs and falls back.
Okay. So that was AP, 1 AP move up, right? Just dive in, crack it, and just sort of kick its body over. And now I'm just standing sort of defensively in front of Frey.
All right. You murder that zombie. Let me delete him. Boop. Done skis. Next up is
Meave,
Meave.
what is up? We're gonna summon another Gaki. I think that 2 is the max that I can have. It might be 3, but I'll check on that later because it doesn't matter now. I know I can have at least 2. So we're gonna do that 1 to 0 AP for this summon. Would be swell. Flip that, see if we get it to go off. It is a 2 of toes. Does not go off. Not a problem. Gonna use another one of my AP. And that is a 12 of crows, which absolutely goes off. I don't even need to add my necromancy to that. So got another Gaki within 6 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are gonna put this Gaki right here, please. Just double checking. Yep, counted correctly. Cool. Gaki will go there. Gaki will move at half speed. And after my turn is over. I have 1 action point left. With said action point. I'm gonna do my movement, I think. Ooh, I cannot move Meave because I don't know. Let me grab a new Meave.
The game's paused. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brent, we can't move because you paused the game.
Mighty people, can you unpause the game?
So that.
Ooh, hold on. Now I can't move because I friggin' was on the. There we go. I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna move. Ah, nope, that's on top of Ellie. 5. No. 5. There. Okay, that's where Meave is going to move. And I believe that puts those zombie boys in range of my whip. But I'm just gonna take a quick look to double check. Yeah, and within 2? That's close. I'm not actually moving. I just want to see 1, 2. What's your call on that, Brent? That's... I guess he's over the line, so I guess that's 2. Yeah.
The map's a little weird. You should be fine.
All right, so gonna attempt to attack it with my whip, which is flexible.
How many AP have you used so far?
3 total. Well, this will be my 3rd because I have a TN. I have an Immuto that takes off 1 of my AP, takes 1 of my things down from a 1 to a 0 to makes it essentially a bonus action.
That's okay. Cool. So you're using 2 for the whole round, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 3 total. I have 2 AP normally.
Yeah.
And I'm using 3 total because I brought 1 thing that was a 1 AP down to a 0 as a bonus action.
Oh, okay,
it makes
it
a bonus action. Yep.
Boobies.
That's my Immuto that goes with my
But
my
your
magic
movement
school.
your movement would also be 1 AP. Are you charging to get to move and attack, or?
That's a good point. Because I did Gaki.
Sorry,
Gaki.
same team. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I just gotta go back and think for a second. Gaki. Movement. Okay. So I would like to charge. My charge is actually faster or more, gets me further than my walk. Yeah. I'll have to double check to make sure I did this right after my turn, but I'm just gonna run with it.
Charging costs 2 AP.
So I can't do that.
You can't charge. Charging is 2.
So I'm just gonna walk. You know what? I'm gonna walk, and if that wasn't I'm not gonna use my whip this turn, and I will look into it, and we'll see if there was something I should have done different.
You're making the undead horde that we need against the undead horde.
So
I'm okay with this.
So much.
It is time for my Gaki to go. With that being the end of my turn. So the first Gaki that is at full movement is the one. Yep, that guy here, and I can move him now. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, that's awesome. Unfortunately, hold on really quick. Let me take out that dumb little circle. No, it lives there now. My bad. Sorry about that. All right, he can move 5, 10. Well, I mean 1, 2. And he's gonna, yeah, that's where he's gonna go. And that's his movement. And then his second AP, he is going to gorge himself on this. AV action val. Okay, cool. Let me give it a shot. Let me see if it happens. See if it goes off. And you said that guy has a defensive 6. That's a
Zombies. So powerful. Defensive 6.
10 of tomes. AV. What goes in? Goes range 1. Yep, that's all right. Cool. Yep, target suffers 2, 3, or 4 damage, depending on the flip. My flip is a 6. That's moderate, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
6, yep, okay. So he suffers 3 damage from this Gaki.
With 3, that Gaki just comes in, it rakes its hands through him, and just limbs begin to fail. It's like bones in a potato sack. It just collapses, and this thing is barely surviving.
Okay. Well, in that case, nope. I'm gonna have this, since this guy can't do... Let me look. Okay. He's just gonna move forward 1. Because I think that's only fair. I think he's just a little too far away to make an attack. So he's slowed because this is the turn I summoned him. So he is done, and that completes my turn and my Gaki's. My Seishin. Sorry.
Summoners!
Don't mind me, just doing a bunch of shit. My Seishin is not quite as useful as my Gaki, but they do a good job of getting in the way. He has a walk of 5, and this is my Seishin, correct? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. He's gonna go after the zombie that my other Gaki just injured. And that is for range 1. Resist willpower. It's a willpower duel.
His willpower is 6.
Okay. That's a 7 of crows.
Nice.
So, and we'll see what kind of damage he suffers. Oh my gosh, no, don't go in my hand. You don't need to be. Oh, 11. So that would be severe. So he's going to suffer 4 damage.
4 damage just obliterates this guy. He's completely racked by the magic, and you see the flesh pull off the bones until eventually it's just a skeletal figure that collapses in front of you.
Awesome. That is actually the end of my turn.
Woo! Me,
All right.
the undead summoner.
After Meave, we are going to kind of end it here because this is a combat that's going to take a little bit more. So yeah, we're gonna wait until next week to finish this up and see what's going to happen.
We're done, really? Oh snap! Okay.
Well, it's already 9:30. This is not something that's gonna finish in 30 minutes.
Oh no!
It's combat. Combat
I
takes
can
a while.
only heal. I can only heal him once. I'm a one-time use heal per person. That's all I got.
Combat takes a while. Combat takes a while.
All right.
Next
Okay.
time, will our heroes
Tactics.
survive on Twisted Veil?
On Twisted Veil.
With our tank down. Oof, oof,
The
oof.
tank. I was the tank previously, but now I have to heal.
He
and I
thought
don't
he
know
was a
how.
tanky boy. Those days are long gone.
All right, sing us out, Daniel.
Play that good music.
Daniel know that we were ending soon. He might still be watching.
He's riveted by this content.
Awesome we are.
Oh,
Yay!
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
Lauren.
we can hear it.
Okay, do you want me to cover? Hey, you guys can't. Yeah,
No,
you
no.
guys can't hear Lauren right now. We can hear Lauren right now. She is going to guide us out. We are going to go raid somebody. And I will wait for Lauren to tell me who that is going to be. But we loved having you here with us tonight, and we will see you all very soon.
Who in the poll put Frey as the person who's gonna die the soonest, right?
I don't think
Dude.
I don't think
anyone-
anybody did.
No, one person voted
know.
about it. I think it was let me look here.
Oh, who
I think
got
it?
it?
Was Glitchy
How do they
It
see
was
the future?
Ink and Lyre
That's
voted.
nuts.
Glitch and
Frey.
Princess got it. Or Ink and Liar. All right, either one.
All right, how we looking, Lauren? You gotta. All right, we're just a moment.
We
away.
are looking for somebody to raid so we can bring them that good Ink and Lyre content. Make sure to drop those huzzah mugs in the chat when you get in. Let them know you are here.
Quick update is
We are raiding another bad side quest, which I quite like the name of. I'm
I
very
love it
excited
so
to
very
complete
much.
them.
The bad side
Before-
quests are the best.
Before we
Yeah.
finish the raid, a quick thing about, I believe, a couple of announcements for tomorrow. Iron Valor will not be showing, if I am correct. And you can catch our stream of Short Rest this Friday at 6:30 Central Time, he says, really questioning himself.
Really questioning if Lauren wants to
It's-
correct us.
Thanks to
8
8
Central
p.m.
Standard
Time. It wasn't even
Tell
close.
me, None of us are in Central Time except for Lauren. Can you
Mm.
tell?
Once again, that is 8 p.m. Central Time. Do not
So
listen
again,
to Jacob.
Iron Valor will not be on tomorrow night, but otherwise you can come and catch us next on Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for Short Rest. We sit around, we play a couple of games, we get guests from all the different shows coming on as cast members, and we do random games and things like that. So
Also, don't forget to check out our Kickstarter and follow it because that's got a lot of exciting things going on as well.
that's right. That
Most
Kickstarter
of
launches
them.
this coming Monday, July 19th. So keep an eye out for it. Let your friends and family know, right? And otherwise, catch us on Friday.
Hello?
They can hear me now. Okay.
They
Yay.
already-
Oh my god. Daniel has it set up
jumping.
weird. Like he has it set up in his because it's like this is like his desk, you know? Like he has the audio set up differently here. But yes, I do want to shout out our followers and everything from this evening. Say Sausage resubbed. Thank you so much for the resub. They put coming back for the action. Shout out to Zach for bringing me here and a little smiley face and a heart.
Thanks, Sean. I love you.
Thank you, Shelf Life Coase for the follow. Scary Nice 34 for the follow. CJ Starry for gifting a tier 1 sub to Dr. Landonius. And Jacinth for the follow as well. With that, I think are we all ready to raid? Do some raiding?
Yeah. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Doctor. I
Do
believe
it.
Dr. Landonius for the giveaway win, by the way.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Congrats to
Congrats.
that. Congrats.
Don't worry. He will make good use of those figures. I know.
In that Zach is going to steal them from his house. That is what I am interpreting that statement.
So that's what we're picking up that you're throwing down. Cool.
Yes. Hi, McBluff. Yes, hi. Well, all right then, guys. We will see you all next time on Twisted Veil next Tuesday, right here at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you all next time.
I don't want to die.
Bye.
I'm already.